Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcoming you back to our Crusader Kings 3 Basking in Glory live streamed Let's Play. It is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful Monday morning over here as we are returning our attention to the Iberian Peninsula, to the realms immediately around us after an unfortunate situation with the Italian job. One that perhaps could have been handled a fair bit better, but it was handled how it was. A lesson or two were learned, and we turn our attention once more, yes, to our immediate south and to our past. This might be the session, folks, where we finally get the old faith back. Piety is at an all-time high. We are the closest we've ever been, and so there will likely be a vote with regards to exactly how we bring back that old faith and change the course of our family's future and the future of the peninsula as well. To that end, I'm so glad to have all of y'all joining in and hanging out to see some of those momentous occasions play out week after week, Monday after Monday. Just want to say really quickly, what I was saying at the beginning of last stream actually applies at the beginning of this stream. So folks, next week, Monday, there will not be a Crusader Kings 3 stream. So next week will be an off week basically for this series. We'll be back the Monday afterwards. Basically, this weekend I have the very, very, very rare opportunity, especially in North America, living in North America, I have the extremely rare opportunity to attend a Rammstein concert. And it's happening on Sunday in Montreal, where I do not live. I live in Toronto. It's quite the drive, so I will probably not be back in Toronto until Monday afternoon, way after, way after our scheduled stream time. So Monday will not have a Crusader Kings 3 stream, but we will be back with this series and continuing the week after. And yes, we are already at episode 11. It is kind of wild to think about. I'll mention that, by the way, maybe once or twice more during the stream so that folks who are joining in later are aware as well. Don't want people to be taken by surprise. But of course, as always, following me on Twitter or joining the Discord are great ways to stay up to date with scheduling and things like that. Links to both are in the description down below. Just want to say really quickly as well, of course, a warm welcome to all of y'all in chat. We got Silver, we got Donna, we got Ren, we got Timeless Chronicles 2, we got Abhinav, IT, how's it going? Commander Tarkin, Classified, how goes, Sakith, Patrick. As a result of the series, I got a genealogist to look into if there might be Basque in my family tree. Ooh. I mean, if you're willing to share when you get the results, it'd be cool to see what you find out. That's one of the things I always find fascinating, and I've been tempted to get something like that done myself, actually. I love that kind of stuff. I love that kind of stuff. I'm actually really curious to have a family tree made, given especially motivated by the upcoming wedding. I really want to get a family tree made, so that kind of stuff fascinates me, Patrick. I'd be curious if you're willing to share what you find out. Wickles, how's it going? Glad you can make it. Brave Star, 6X Lord, Carol, Danielle, how goes? David Danluck, glad you can make it as well, bud. Dom, how goes? Tobes, Jordan Bummin, did I get that right? Bummin? I'm butchering that, so please correct me. I hate getting names wrong. I like to at least try and get them right, so please correct me if I got that wrong. Swoosh Kid, how's it going, buddy? But yes, that is quite the drive. It is quite the drive. But I've got some great company that I'm going with, and it's going to be a fantastic concert. I've seen Rammstein once before. They are the best live. They do just absolutely wild shenanigans. Really looking forward to seeing them again. And who knows, it might be the last time they're touring North America. It might be the last time they're touring at all, because they are getting up there. But they still, oh man, still quality, still absolutely loving it. So I can't wait. I've had this show booked for, months now, I guess. And I'm really looking forward to it, but that does mean, yes, that next week's stream will be missing in action. Let's go ahead and not waste any more time. With that said, let's make sure we get as much done today as possible. So let's hit that continue button, dive into the map, and take a look at our current circumstances. Really classified. It's so cool. Yeah, I really want to do I guess you could call it a background check. In some ways, you could call it a background check. But a real quick recap. Yes, we could have gone about the Italian situation a little differently. What I probably should have done. Oh man, I was watching parts of that last stream just to like recap my memory and stuff, because it was all so hazy. It was all so violent and hazy. But rather than killing the prince and then trying to kill the king, what I probably should have done is I should have killed the king, had the son inherit, and then killed the son. And that way there would not be a second son, because the king would have been dead, and instead we would have had the line would be passed on to Princess Eliza. Oh, classified. Man, I missed basket. Okay, that's my bad. That's 100% on me. I was wondering if that was a typo, but it's 10 o'clock in the morning over here. As a not morning person, I'm a little slow in the mornings, and I missed that completely. That's on me, classified. My bad. Buman. All right, cool. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that, because at least now I can a bit more confidently know that I'm closer to correct, if not correct. Thank you. But yes, we could have approached the Italian situation, or the Italian job, as I've liked to call it, much differently, and we would have probably seen success. You know, we would have probably seen success, but similarly, I look back at that stream, and there was a point in time where we had the assassination opportunity trigger on King Siganolfo when it was at a 30% chance of success, and I said, no, let's wait, let's get money from the Pope, let's get some more people involved. And before I could even ask the Pope for money, if memory serves me correctly, that success rate went from 30% down to 5%. And of course, it failed horribly, and he knows I attempted to murder him. So not so good. But hey, it's not about the decisions we didn't make, it's about the decisions we did make. Things could have been done differently, but hey, I guess we're just playing to our arbitrary nature, right? I hope we don't have to pay the ultimate price for our betrayal of old Italian allies, because they were allies, and now my own daughter-in-law is not a fan of me. My future daughter-in-law is not a fan of me. When will they get married? Approximately 12 years from now. I really hope they make it, because their children will still be of Vasconian, heritage, right? So I really hope they make it. I hope they don't break this betrothal. I'm still attached to the Italian circumstances. I just wish... I wish that had all gone smoothly, but that is our past, and there's one other aspect of our past we'll be touching on, of course, but mostly it's about our future. Spreading further into Al-Andalus and Shenshir, we could do some border raiding against the Kingdom of Asturias. It costs very little piety to border raid against them, but still, we're so close to being able to pull the trigger on this decision. 123 piety away. We're a single pilgrimage away. We are... we're 60 plus months away if we just wait for piety to trickle up. So we'll probably go on a pilgrimage when we have a little bit more money, when we can afford it, right? Because it costs 200 gold. We'll go on that pilgrimage and get to work. Maybe I should start a vote right now, right? So there's time for people to get their votes in, because this is almost, unless something horrible happens, unless we have some terrible luck, this is almost guaranteed to happen this session, right? We're 100-something piety away. So, Champion of the Faith of the Country Basque will bring back the old faith. We'll read through all this properly when the time to make the decision is actually here, but we convert to Era Zarak, which is an old, unreformed faith. It is a pagan faith. It's got it's got communal identity, which means conversion speed in counties of my culture, gain plus 50% speed, promote culture speed in counties of my faith are plus 50% as well. So, culture and faith kind of go hand in hand over here, but of course there's a challenge to converting counties of a different culture to our faith. So that's something to keep in mind as well, especially as we spread into the multicultural Iberian Peninsula. I do not know how to say this, chthonic, I think, readouts. Convert faith in county speed in mountainous terrain is increased. I don't know how mountainous things are further south. I mean, it'll be easier to get our core provinces, I suppose, converted if need be. Promote culture speed in same faith mountainous terrain is even higher. Hostile convert faith in county speed in mountainous terrain is reduced. It makes giant a virtue, which is actually kind of cool. Maybe we should chase that a bit more actively then. I completely slipped my mind. It also increases Era Zara opinion, and it increases piety gain per month. Oh man, that's not bad at all. It also makes us better fighters in mountains, as you can see, in mountains and desert mountains alike. Then we have Christian syncretism, which means that we consider Christian faith specifically hostile as opposed to evil, which means we get along a bit better with them. It also gives us access to Christian artifacts. So you know how like when you have artifacts, if they are not of your faith, you only get a couple of like buffs here and there, but if they are of your faith, you get the whole gamut of buffs, right? So this means we'll have access to the Christian artifacts, religion-specific buffs. We also will get better opinion bonuses from people with the Christian faith, and you can see compassion becomes a virtue as well, whereas callous and sadistic become sins, and you can see the effects of that, right? You can see what all the sins are over here. You can see what all the virtues are over here. The tenets and the doctrines and stuff are the big ones that can change. So by default, we are male-dominated. We are pluralist, which, is not a bad idea. I don't mind pluralist, but that prevents us... Does that prevent us from demanding conversion? I forget now. Yeah, don't worry, Danielle. We're past Italy. Italy was a one-session distraction. Whatever will happen there now will happen naturally as a result of that betrothal, or won't, because that betrothal will be broken. But they are no longer the focus of our attention. Don't worry, Danielle. Lizper, you haven't missed too much at all. I am just going over the Erazarak faith because we're going to be most likely converting to it today. And so I'm just going over it really quickly, and I want to get a poll up after I'm done going over it to see how we want to reform it, if we want to reform it, and then we can have that vote going so that when the time comes to pull the trigger, we can pull it without having to wait for votes to come in at that point in time, you know? So yeah, I can't remember. I think pluralist. Oh, hey, Manul Khan, sorry. Glad you can make it. And Thomas, how's it going? Back from the future down under. It's Tuesday. Right. Wow, yeah, I guess. Well, thanks for joining in. It's such an insane hour. It must be like really early in the day there, but thanks for joining in, Thomas. And hello right back to you, Danielle. But yeah, pluralist. Okay, I mean, we could probably... I'm not sure what I prefer there. And theocratic, of course, temple holdings are leased out to their holders, realm priest, who then serves them as a theocratic vassal, which is familiar to us. It's the same thing as what we're doing right now. Marriage type is monogamous. Divorce must be approved by the head of faith. Bastardry, there is the option to legitimize if you're the house head or dynasty head. That would be us, of course. Consanguinity allows for cousin marriage. Same-sex relations are shunned. Deviancy is shunned. Male adultery is criminal. Female adultery is also criminal. Kinslaying, close kin, is criminal. Witchcraft is accepted. Super cool. Clerical function is alms and pacification. Don't know if I like that. Clerical gender, either gender can hold clerical positions. Marriage is allowed, and spiritual and revocable. Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool. So that's the baseline faith. Now, when we actually bring the faith back, right, we can leave the faith as is, increasing the fervor by 100. Would that take it up to 200%, or just keep it at 100? We also gain 2,000 devotion, right? So that'll be a huge bump. And we get Champion of the Old Ways. That is an increase to monthly piety, a significant increase to monthly piety, and a decent increase to Realm Priest opinion and same faith opinion as well, right? I also like Champion of the Old Ways. Just sounds very cool. By the way, either way, no matter which outcome we choose, we will always get the nickname The Pagan. So just keep that in mind as well. And of course, all these conversions will happen. Erazara will lose its unreformed state as well. So if we leave the faith as is, we went over that, you know, all these three things. If we reform it to be more fundamentalist, it loses Christian syncretism, so we do not get along with Christians as well. We get warmonger instead. So when we're at peace, so it's like I guess it's like being one of those Osatru rulers, right? Where a state of peace is not appealing. Rulers have a conquest casus belli against neighboring rulers. We don't need that to the south, but we could use it to the north, I suppose, if you want to go up against Aquitaine or France. Prestigious rulers can use an invasion casus belli once per lifetime. We're familiar with that, you know, kingdom invasions and stuff like that. If one exists, the head of faith can declare great holy wars, which is pretty cool. Provided the faith is organized. And members of the clergy can serve as commanders or knights, which is also pretty cool. We also have the fundamentalist religious attitude. Of course, adherents of other faiths will have opinion penalties of 200%. County conversion speed will be a little bit higher. Counties of other faiths are more likely to join factions, which is a bit more dangerous as we're conquering a multi-faith peninsula. There's also the increased danger from heresies when at low fervor. So we'll have to keep that. I've never seen that come up, I'll be honest, outside of playing as one of the main faiths, basically. Can revoke landed titles from hostile and evil infidels without incurring tyranny. That's actually kind of That's helpful considering our current circumstances. Head of faith becomes spiritual, and fervor is decreased by 50. So the head of faith is a random person picked out. We also get friend of the old ways as opposed to champion of the old ways. It's a little bit weaker, I guess you could say. Not as significant as being the champion of the old ways. We can also reform it to be a bit more righteous. Again, loses Christian syncretism, gets sanctity of nature instead. As you can see, we work better in jungles and forests if we get that. And apparently it also has an impact on Catholics. No, okay, it's just saying that because I think that's a variable. So building construction cost goes up as well. So I don't know if I love that. We become righteous. We can revoke landed titles from evil infidels without incurring tyranny. And adherents of other faiths have a smaller penalty in terms of opinion. We get a temporal head of faith, and I believe that would be us, and our heir would get it afterwards. So this is cool because we become the head of faith with a more righteous approach to the faith. We get lay clergy as well, which means secular rulers have control over the temple holdings, which is more familiar if you're playing as Muslim rulers. And then we've got, again, the temporal for life clerical appointment system. And then finally, we have the pluralist. And this also gives us friend of the old ways. And then we've got the pluralist approach, which gets rid of Christian syncretism and replaces it with Islamic syncretism, reduces fervor by 50. Our neighboring Islamic rulers gain more opinion of us, and we get friend of the old ways as well. And it'll change the phase to opportunity as soon as we pull the trigger. But that makes me realize what is the situation with regards to the involved faiths. Erazarak is not an involved faith, so I'm kind of curious if we all of a sudden will become an interloper because we wouldn't be of the same faith. Now, if that happens, that would be interesting. Could we, to do Visconian dominance, which is what I was hoping for, I think we'd still be able to do that. We have to be independent. We have to be in the hostility phase. We have to hold 2 de jure kingdoms in Hispania. I wonder if, this usually changes depending on who you are. Like if you're, Ashari and, if you're, I don't know, like Maghrebi and Ashari, then this would change. But I don't know if it would change to Basque and Era Zara. I hope so. I would imagine so. No other independent involved ruler controls more than 20% of Iberia, and we must have at least complete control over 2 of these. Okay, so it looks like we don't have to, I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember for the life of me, but it looks like we can be uninvolved or we can be an interloper and still help end the struggle. That's what it looks like. I would think so, Esteban. Yeah, glad you can make it today, by the way, buddy. Glad you can make it. Don't worry, not too late at all. I was just going over the old faiths so we could make a decision as we vote. What's funny is that this decision will actually stress me out, making the Vasconian dominance decision. But yeah, I imagine we'll become an involved faith because we are local to the region. It's just not showing here because it's a dead faith potentially. I should hope so. Dom says, wouldn't this be added to that list? Yeah, I would hope so, right? Because that would make sense to me. I just don't want to assume, right? Tiki Power's pausing the Carl Franz Let's Play to watch this. Awesome. I'm glad you're juggling both of them. I appreciate that. I was a little nervous about the release timing on that one, so that makes me feel a lot better about it. Thank you, Tiki Powers, and glad you can make it here as well. Tobe says, when you take the decision, you get the option to change it and it becomes reformed. Yes, I took the decision as a Norse Basque Osatru once, and you get a different title. Oh, interesting. That's cool. Just taking a look at need to convert a bunch of counties. Yes, that's going to be a big struggle moving forward for sure. And Bizarre, glad you can make Bud says, I think it'd be added. The top said something about them existing at the start or being born during. Yeah, born within the struggle, so it should count. Yeah, either way, we'll find out when the time comes. But the reason I was going over all that, and I hope y'all didn't mind me going over all that, was so that I could prepare the poll that I'm preparing right now. Which way do we take the old faith? Not fiath, faith. Silly typos. We're going to have the options of leave the faith as is, right? That's the first one. We have the option of make it more fundamentalist. All right. We've got the option to make it more righteous. make it more righteous, and we have the option to finally make it more pluralist. This music is great. Pluralist. All right. So I'm gonna get that poll started right now, because then folks will be able to weigh in, and when the time comes to make a decision, we don't have to wait like, you know, for 2 hours to get enough people's opinions and thoughts, and we have that you know, ball rolling right off the bat, because all we're waiting for is just a little bit more piety, right? So folks, there is the poll in chat. You should be able to vote. There it is. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a clear-cut decision, unlike that toy boat, which hit a 50-50 split twice. Now, I'm personally tempted to leave the faith as is. Don't let that sway your vote, and maybe I shouldn't have mentioned it, but I'm too late now. I'm personally tempted to leave the faith as is so we can really go back to the old ways, you know, as the old ways were. I like the warmonger trait, even though it won't be the most useful for us from a min-max perspective. But again, if you're familiar with the channel, you know that's not my priority. I think it's just it's a little bit cooler that way because it is the old faith. It's the champion of the old faith is really cool, and it's what we've been building towards through like 3 generations now. So that's what I'm personally leaning towards. But of course, if the vote is extremely strong in one way or another, I can be swayed. Though if the votes are very close, that's probably the way I'll go. Okay, Percy, how's it going? Glad you could make it. Are we going for domination eventually? You mean in terms of the goal with the actual struggle? Yes, my hope is to get the Vasconian dominance decision made to assert our dominance over the peninsula. Yeah, absolutely. Get rid of that. Get rid of this as well. Realm will lose land when vassal dies. Which vassal? A young vassal? Count Tiberius, you must have children. I must arrange your marriage immediately. If I can. With literally anybody. Abda Ishmaeli. Oh, I don't want to get rid of somebody who's robust. Hang on, why are you... I should have you betrothed right away. I've got a couple of daughters I could marry you to. I just need them to have children, right? I need them to have children. But if I do get one of my daughters in here, perhaps the older one. So I can do this. He will accept. I could wait. He's only 29. Feels a little bit on the old side, I'm not going to lie. I could wait, but I got to keep an eye on this one because I don't want to lose territory. His primary heir is who? Oh, that would be an interesting swap. The Byzantine Empire ends up in the Iberian Peninsula, just as Vasconia ended up in well, in their relative regions. Okay, interesting. We'll see. We got to keep an eye on that. But apart from that, what else do we have going? I mean, we've got this fabricate claim happening for the county of Sobrarbe because I would like to get rid of my rival over here. We cannot kill him. We can't try, not yet at least. 4 years before that can happen. And then eventually, as we take his territories away, we will move our capital to Zaragoza, and we will maybe work towards building that special building, right? What do we need? We need 700 more gold. All right, that's it's going to take some working towards. We also need the hoardings innovation. Okay. High medieval. So that won't be for a while. We might not even get to that. Let's get time moving forward over here real quick. Let's go ahead and fabricate that claim. I'm wondering if I do want to pursue anything else in particular. Again, I could go border raiding, right? We have a couple of truces. We have a truce with Al-Andalus. So we could border raid against Shenshir. And that would gain... Ooh, hello, excuse me. Duke Nuno's claims? Oh, that's nothing. And Count Hussein's claims? That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, I think the Giant Virtue remains unchanged. Yes, leaving the faith as is that the option that makes Giant a virtue? Yeah, I think it stays the same as 6 X-Lord says. Making sure I haven't... If you marry your daughter to him, it would still be a long while until there are kids. Yeah, that's the thing. She's 7, right? So it's, what, 9 years before she comes of age? He'll be 39, and then having children... The chance of having children reduces as they get older, and I might have to do horrendous things to secure the realm, which I'm not interested in necessarily doing. We are arbitrary, but how arbitrary are we? None of these claims are worth pushing compared to a good old-fashioned struggle clash, so I'm not going to do those. I'm going to border raid against Shenshir instead. I believe they're both worth about the same 50 gold and 55. I'm glad I checked. So the Sheikhdom of Kunkka will be our target, but we'll of course do a bit more raiding. I think it's just a good idea because that'll take us closer to our pilgrimage sooner, and we'll be able to make that decision sooner, and then we can start declaring wars of conquest in every direction, and we can also start converting our counties to the right faith, right? So let's go ahead and declare this war. Of course, brace yourselves for the glorious war music as it kicks in. This should not be a problem. They have 1 ally, we have 4. We outnumber them significantly. Even if their allies join, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to take them on ourselves. We might need 1 ally, but we've got the prestige for it, so I'm not too concerned. To war we go. To war we go. God, I love it. It truly never gets old. I don't know. I never gets old for me, at least. I absolutely love it. All right, let's beat time up. Get this army together. Again, we'll save Kunkka for the last conquest. I don't actually want to win this war that quickly. I want to loot as much as possible. I want to gain as much as possible. Oh, what? He drank himself to death. Our Count Abdul Wahad drank himself to death. Oh, man. Did he convert to Catholicism recently? And then... just over imbibe? That's not ideal. I don't know how... Oh, boy. A counselor. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Not the end of the world. Not the biggest deal. Where are we? Council. Oh, damn, he was my steward. Again, early morning brain. Fuzzy brain. Damn it, he was a decent steward. He got us a couple of big tax boons. But, you know what? We actually have somebody better to replace him. Donato de Estebales. Yeah, let's get you in there. No reason not to. Stewardship is decent. Indulgent. Wastrel. Okay. Fair enough. Assign you in there. Don't want. Yeah, cool. Hopefully he'll bring that money in. Hopefully. Balabash, how's it going? Thank you for 2 Point and Warhammer 3 videos and this stream. I hope you have a good day and great game. Well, greetings to India. Happy Independence Day, Balabash, and thank you for coming through. I'm glad you're enjoying so much on the channel today, or these days, I guess. And yeah, thanks for dropping by and saying hi. I appreciate it greatly. And I hope you enjoy the show today as well. So Donato, yeah, we've got you collecting taxes, hopefully doing getting some great windfalls. That's an unfortunate loss, but hey, you know what? We actually had a better replacement, so I don't mind all that much. What is going on here? Somebody is trying to kill me. 6x, so that's not how communion is supposed to go. You drink 1 sip, damn it. I've seen so many videos of like young children not knowing that that's how it's supposed to be, and they just kind of like glug down the wine. It's hilarious, absolutely adorable. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. The man has been spending a large amount of gold and bragging loudly about the great deal he struck with a fancy lord in pearls and silk. This idiot belongs in my dungeon. Absolutely. Who are you speaking to? I will find out one way or another. Again, of course, it costs prestige to do, right? I can't remember the last time this actually worked out for us. Alright, well, we'll keep him in prison for now. What's the worst that could happen? Let's go ahead and get our lovely Judith disrupting schemes in case there are any against us specifically. And let's pay attention to this war now as this army is ready to move in. There we go, perfect. This Vilaya is the target, a loot of just 3, not great. I know they have richer lands. They got 22 gold back there, so maybe we'll split these guys up and send a bigger part of the army at Al-Magrit just to get that money. So please and thank you. Send you guys down there. And we'll see if they come in with a large force, and we might need to bring in, you know, like the Holy Order or... these guys are already hired. So we might need to bring in an ally. We have some allies in the region we can drag in if we need to. So I'm not too concerned at all about this situation. Not too concerned at all. Transfer Count Bilal to the Duke of Navarra. Not interested in that. Okay, and what is this? Manipulation on Sebastianos. My spouse's average intrigue skill led to this windfall. I literally don't think I've ever had a manipulation hook come up because of my spouse. Who are you? My chancellor. Huh. Not bad. I mean, he's not He's not landed or anything. I'll take it. I guess I should be able to demand payment if he had money, but he does not. Remember, we got obligations last stream because money was a desperate situation. Money was a very desperate situation in our attempt against Italy. Now, over here, this sieging army is slowly dying. Once they do die, I wonder if... What was it I was trying to do? Was I trying to revoke the title? I forget what it was. There was something I was trying to do over here that I couldn't do because they were under siege, and I cannot remember what that was. Leave it be. She's married to our rival, so by extension, she is a rival as well, of course. We really don't have enough people to... Huh. I guess I could move the onagers down there. 7 months left for this to complete. Maybe I should intercept these guys instead. Just to cause some damage, maybe get that Prince Yusuf sounds like a valuable hostage to have. And what is this band of lost birds? A wounded and disillusioned mercenary group has arrived at the county of Angoulême. The locals claim to have overheard talk of settling down after pillaging an easy target, and have begun to grow anxious. Tensions are high, and conflict is likely to arise if I do not intervene in the matter. I could offer them a position at the city garrison, costs me a fair bit of money. Don't know if I can afford it, but we get the veteran mercenaries hired. I don't love that. Implore them to leave, cost me some prestige, and it gets recently looted. Oh, wow, okay, I don't like that at all. Force them out of the city. There will be a martial challenge. 100% chance that we get the local garrison wiped out, and recently looted. 0% chance that our soldiers subdue the mercenaries. Why is it so horribly against us? This guy is like horribly, severely injured. His prowess is low. His martial is terrible. Why is he such a struggle for us? And we can let the locals handle it. Oh my goodness. My best option is to offer them a position. That is my best option. That sounds unfortunate, but fair enough. Offer them a position at the city garrison. We got to make that money back quickly, though. That is eating up a lot of our cash. Yikes. Would I be able to found a brand new holy order with a new religion? I should be able to, yeah. And I would like to get them a nice, fitting name, because if it works like other faiths, then I should be able to make my own holy order, yeah. And raise it to battle when need be. Jeez, do I just take the chance here? Recently looted. You know what? We can't afford the gold cost, so I will simply ask them to leave and hope that they listen. Chances are they will not. Yep, the brigands ignore my pleas and they loot the county of Angoulême. We're at war. I cannot spend that money for one county when the entire realm is in need, of course, right? Brandon DeBach, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. If you are, you know what to do. Let me know down below. Hit that like button, and that goes for everybody watching. If you're having a good time, don't hesitate to let me know by leaving a like down below. If you're watching the VOD, a like and a comment goes a long way. That is not good. Didn't expect to lose that. Our commanders are not the best. Our commanders are not the best. We also lost all of our men-at-arms there. The not all of them. The onagers. Okay, not a fan of that. Prince Yusuf seems to be a decent commander. 31 advantage. Let's bring in some allies. Let's bring in some allies. We can't have this war last for too long. Where is the local holding? Bring you down there, and let's get who involved. Galicia? They're the closest, so let's go ahead and get you involved. I believe they have 2,900. That'll be enough soldiers. Ooh. Why can I not call them for this war? I've never had trouble calling people in for border raids. I can't afford mercenaries. This is far from ideal. What have I done? What have I done? I've made a terrible mistake. I've made a terrible mistake. Alright, can I cut them off over here? And can I come out on top when I have the slightly larger army, a significantly worse commander, but maybe we can come out on top. Because if I can cut them down to size, oh boy, evenly matched, eh? The longer I chase them, the worse of a situation I'm in. Gotta cut them off. Come on, get me in there. Get me in there, get me in there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous about this one. Are we seriously not gonna make it in time? Oh, what the hell? Alright, you know what? Bring them to us. Our numbers are dwindling. This is not good. This is very much not good. Mercenaries cost us an arm and a leg. We cannot bring any in. The Holy Order is already hired as well. This may have been a bad idea. Oh, you know, this is probably a terrible idea, actually. God damn it. What have I done? I got greedy. That's what I've done. I got greedy. Let's change our buddy here to organizing the army. Try and get our numbers higher sooner. And then we'll have to counter. Oh, how have I done this to myself? My spy master is coming with grave news. We do not yet know who, but someone is plotting to kill my knight, Simon. We must stop the villain behind this. Sure thing. I've got bigger things to worry about. At least the cost is significantly reduced. I'm not sure exactly why, but I will take that. Yeah, that's actually, that's huge. That's huge. I should do that more often anytime we go to war. Glad this mayor got improved before that happened, but yeah, I should keep that in mind. Do we have any prisoners that I could send off? I do not want to have to ask the Pope for money. Not even one last time. I do not want to have to do that. Can I ransom you? 10 gold? You know what? I'll take it. Off you go. Can I ransom you? Nope. Can I ransom you? No. Alright. That 10 gold is worth everything right now. It's another 10 months of fighting. It's another 10 months of fighting, and that's all I need. I wonder if, wonder how many more I can raise right now, actually. Raise all there. Speed time up a little bit. It's another, what, 255? Don't mind if I do. Send you down over here. What do we have over here? Oh, of course. 84 gold it'll cost to finally get this fabricate claim done. Ha, god damn it. All has to happen at once, right? All has to happen at once. See it done. 16 months of fighting we can afford. Oh, it's not too late to vote, Ren. It's not too late to vote. If you have questions, though, ask them in chat, and hopefully either someone in chat remembers the differences, or we can go ahead and take a quick look to see what the differences are. Yikes, that huge loss as we cross between counties, eh? Merge these guys together. Some of the onagers are here now. Good stuff. That'll help speed this up. 5 months remaining. These guys have 5 months remaining as well. So we should actually accomplish this before it's too late and get the 20-something odd gold that's over there. Radonite support for integration. Change of de jure drift progress for the Duchy of Gascogne has has bumped up a little bit. That's good. And we've discovered our schemer. My steward Donato is plotting against my knight. Ah, he's a good steward. He's a good steward. And Simon's an okay knight. The Aromatic Fiend. What does aromatic mean? Never heard that before. Why do I care about asking the Pope? Because asking the Pope for money reduces our piety by what is it, 200, I think? Significantly. It is expensive, and that is why I care. War Profiteer seems very appealing right now, doesn't it? War Profiteer seems very appealing right now. Okay, let's consider our options over here. Oh, here we go. Galicia is calling us to war against who? The Sheikhdom of Salamanca. 3,600 strong. And knowing my luck, they're going to turn their attention and come right to me, as opposed to focusing on the actual enemy. Alright, well, hey, I'm not going to say no. I will accept. I will join the Galician clash against the Sheikhdom of Salamanca. Are you defending, or are you the aggressor? You're the aggressor. Ah, very well, very well. I will accept. I have no choice. I must, right? I will accept. But yeah, I'll show you real quick just to double check as well in case I've got it wrong. But if I ask for gold, it costs, yeah, 250 piety. Not just 200, 250 piety. So you know what? Yeah, I wanted to see if we have any hooks we can use to make money. I know we've used some of the strong hooks recently, so we won't have access to them just quite yet again. But do you have money? No. Do you? We recently used all of our hooks that could make us money, so chances are nothing's gonna come of our search here, especially because a bunch of these guys are just children. Ooh, you have money, Hippolyta. Not. Oh, the strong hook is gone. All right, fair enough. I guess we turn to war profiteering. And then we'll turn back to divided attention and architect. There we go. At least now with our strength raised and our marshal in the right position, we are making money even when at war. That's actually very, very helpful. The situation looks Spainful. My goodness, I love it. I love it, Johnny. You call them terrible, but you know you love them too. What do we have over here? Someone is plotting to kill me. Well, that's not ideal. We must stop the villain behind this. I really hope it's not the Italian king. That would be fitting, though. All right, good money. Captured a couple of prisoners as well. Ransom you for 10 gold. Sheikh Raf's daughter. Sure, ransom you. And we should probably turn around and... like that negative 71 is not good. The lost battle hurt us a fair bit. And not having the objective is obviously hurting us as well. So let's go ahead and turn around and take this Vilaya. This is the one. This is the one. Didn't want to rush it too quickly, but we're here now. Ransom accepted. Good stuff. More prisoners in our midst that we can ransom out. Another 10 gold. Anybody else worth any more? Seems to not be the case. Sure. Send you off. I need that money. Need that money desperately. Go ahead and pull these guys down over here. Raise more troops over here. Even a couple hundred will make a difference, right? We do outnumber them now. Oh, of course this happens. Technically, there's nobody there. But I do want to, like, distract this army if possible. I don't want them coming down over here again, if possible. Pulling away. Ah, okay. They have been disbanded. Dangerous faction. I don't like the look of that. Not right now. The Liberty faction. They want to reduce crown authority. 3 members. Of course. It's Manus Abrarbe. If I try to revoke his title right now, he will definitely rise up in rebellion. Definitely rise up in rebellion. And Duchess Aurea will join. Duchess of Cantabria. It's another 2,000 troops. And again, it takes troops away from my armies, right? So we cannot revoke his title now. I do wonder if I can't Count Muhammad of Kalat and Count Yahya of Burjana. Not sure how to say it right, but it's going to be trouble. Because I would want to fight them, I think, right? I would want to fight them. I don't want to... It's not the worst war to lose, reduced crown authority, but it's not nice to lose. It's not nice to lose. Go ahead and raise our troops up over there. Hopefully I've got us enough time down over here just to get some work done. 7 months for the siege to be a success. How could these ransoms accept? Child benefits from spouse's tutelage. Our wife has been fantastic at teaching. And it looks like men-at-arms coming over here. What's the deal here? It's taking its sweet time for any troops to arrive. And then we get 1 levy. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's keep you up over there. Greetings, my impressive liege. I have arrived in Irun to pay homage to you, glorious king, as a show of my loyalty. I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough of my honor. Count Bilal comes up with nothing in his hands. I will show him in at once. I will not be known as a tyrant. Not for something as simple as this. Show him in at once. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Count Bilal, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the kingdom. At last I bid the Count arise, confirming my satisfaction and Bilal's rights to the lands he rules in my stead. Sure. Very well. Our court becomes more grand, so at least there is that. And we have a culture clash, it seems. Fair enough. Most of the commoners living in the county of Zaragoza are of Andalusian descent. Proud of their traditions, it does not sit well with them that they must serve a foreigner like myself when my neighbor Count Muhammad shares their culture and history. I should teach them superiority of the Basque culture, I believe. Do not care if they keep their weird traditions. Local traditions respected, increases popular opinion, or the peasants' feelings are irrelevant. I am their ruler. That seems right. Or I could try and teach them the superiority of the Basque culture, which would actually change their culture, if it succeeds, of course. If it succeeds. And so, you know what? I think I'll teach them the superiority of the Basque culture. Yeah, let's go for it. Come on, baby, please. Come on, baby, please. Damn it, they refuse to be civilized. Peasants. What can you expect of them? What can you expect of them? Doing all right over here. Again, once we have the war goal... Oh, actually, this is coming frighteningly close to 100%. Maybe I should have pulled the trigger on this a bit sooner. Don't tell me I'm going to lose this war. That would be absolutely silly. It's at negative 100%. Come on. Come on. Come on, win this siege. Win this siege. Win this siege. Wow. I can't believe it. I can't goddamn believe it. Holy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I paid 211 gold because I was being patient about turning around and... So be it. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. That is the worst war I have ever fought in my entire Crusader Kings 3 career. Oh my goodness. Johnny coming in with a super chat. With the war chest contributions, that definitely won't lead to extortion in the future. Always good to have no strings attached to contributions to the war chest. But jokes aside, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate it greatly. Like I say always, helps support the channel and the streams and keeps it all alive and running smoothly. Unlike that war we just fought. Oh hey, Simon is plotting against Donato. Donato is plotting against Simon. Amazing. Let's disband our army and recover our wealth. Ooh, Count Yaya is scheming against me. He is standing against me to reduce my liberty. I should perhaps throw him in jail. That way he won't be able to join the actual faction. And he'll be exposed as an agent in the murder against me. I have no... He's no friend to me. So yes, throw him in jail, I think. Throw him in jail. Done. I should also be able to revoke his title. Oh, that could have gone worse. Not sure how, but anyway, I mean, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. That I don't know if that could have gone worse, actually, to be honest. We'll go ahead and disband this army. We cannot go to war anytime too soon at this point in time because that negative hurts significantly. We can hold court, see if anybody comes in with some donations, perhaps some proper offerings. We can also take a look at that went pretty much as terribly as it could have. Normally, it works out rather nicely. Ooh, I could ransom him. All right, first of all, the county of Burjana no longer belongs to you, right? That's the first item of business, I think. Let's take a look really quickly at our faction situation. Yeah, so he's been removed because he's in prison right now. Also, him not having any holdings is obviously going to affect that too. So revoke titles. The county of Burjana. Ashari is evil. It won't be a tyrant's move. He will accept. If he does happen to decline, Count Hussein will join in rebellion. But it says he'll accept. He's my prisoner. He cannot say no. Revoke the title. Yes, you are a nobody once more, Count Yaya. Count Yaya? More like Count? No. See no choice but to bow to your decision to strip me of the county of Castellon. Just so. Beyond that, I will also ransom you because I'm in desperate need of money. Otherwise, I would have you killed. He's not worth recruiting. He's not worth recruiting. But I will ransom him. I need that money. Wait. Oh no, he's not worth as much anymore. Of course he's not. But I was hoping he'd still, pay as much for his own freedom. 10 gold. I make that in a month. You know what? You can stay there and rot. He can stay there and rot because he was planning on standing up against me in rebellion, so he can stay there and rot. Question is, what do we do over here? We cannot really do much because he will stand up in rebellion. And I'm just trying to figure out if I can't find a way to get him in jail, Queen Ivanka's scheming expertise gives us +1 intrigue. That's good. That's good. Nephew taken prisoner. That's fine. Court physician's knowledge increases. Gains the trait physician. All right. Let's go ahead and hold court and see what that does for us. We are above our domain limit. I wonder if I shouldn't give our son something, right? He's getting up there. He's got his toy boat to help his prestige gain, and it's actually not looking too bad. But I wonder if we shouldn't also get him some land. Just not sure what to grant him. He's what, 14 years old, almost of age. The County of Castellon, I suppose. It's been recently liberated from foreign hands. So we could do that. I could give him the old... No, that's still our capital. I was wondering if I move and then give him the old capital. But perhaps something along the front isn't such a bad idea, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. You gotta go, Liz. Sounds good. Well, thanks for coming through. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you enjoy the VOD when you get a chance to see it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday as well. Taking a look really quickly, I think I missed a question. The situation sure looks painful in keeping with the terrible puns. I see Carol saying, Johnny, yes you can. I don't know. Oh, there it is. So I've never tried this, but if you make hostile faith people vassals, can you holy order against rebellions? Yes. I believe if religion is involved, and I see Carol is confirming that, if religion is involved, you can bring the holy order in. All right, so the county of Castellon. I'm imagining that's a Y double L. Grant you this, my son. Yes. Become my vassal. You will gain prestige a little bit faster, hopefully. Let's see. Hopefully he hasn't discarded his toy boat now that he's been given some land, because that would be unfortunate. No, he's got his toy boat. Oh, right, I keep forgetting it's only plus 0.05, not 0.5. It's a tiny contribution, but it is a contribution nonetheless. Money is coming through. Infante Anzo has gained opinion of me. Good stuff, good stuff. Thanks to my spouse. Again, she's a wonderful wife. She's worked brilliantly. But yes, let's do what I've been saying I want to do. Let's hold court and hope to God that one of our vassals comes in with a contribution as opposed to demands for our money. The coffers are empty. We must hold court in our fancy court. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne, while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. After several moments, all movement in the chamber has ceased, all faces turn towards mine expectantly. In front of me, I count 3 petitioners lined up in an orderly row, waiting for me to call on them. A gesture for the first in line to approach. Watch, they're all going to ask me for money. They're all going to ask for money. My steward Donato stands before me, a hopeful expression on his face. My lord, I couldn't help but notice that in recent times, the realm's finances have not been the healthiest. Of course, you've been administering them egregiously, but perhaps you might find some use for some extra gold. I'm willing to buy a minor settlement off your hands in exchange for a generous sum of gold. Would it be acceptable? This is the kind of stuff I was really hoping for. So he can have Sarinenia, making it a castle holding. He would get a barony. I wish I could actually see it. It's a barony, though. It's not a big title. But look at that. Takes us right out of debt. Takes us right out of debt. Ooh, I could try and get more out of him. 100 more. 56% chance of success. I see no reason why I wouldn't try. He's trying to take a huge chunk of land. Oh, right. You're right. I can close, right? So, Sariniena. Oh, boy. Let's see. Where is... Find title. Sari... That doesn't exist yet, of course. But where is it? Right over here. In Zaragoza. He'd be serving under me. He'd be serving under me. We get another castle in here. There's really no reason to say no. He wants to buy an empty plot of land, an empty holding, and make it into a castle. There's no reason to say no. Thanks for that point, by the way. I keep forgetting I can close that without losing everything. But yes, very well. You can have... No, actually, I'm sure you can offer a bit more. We got to try our luck, right? Either way, we make 250. We have enough prestige to risk. Nice. He accepts to pay more. 350 gold. There you go. We're out of debt. Told you it would work out. Told you it would work out. No reason to stress. My courtier, Ermengarde, shows me a page filled with unfamiliar symbols, insisting on its legibility. I have developed a written language specifically for the women of the court, since the letters are mostly taught to men. If you allow it, I will begin teaching the ladies at once. Okay. Language of women increases diplomacy and learning for her specifically, and it increases... Oh, no, sorry. All female courtiers gain +1 diplomacy and +1 learning. Does that technically include my wife? Because that's pretty good, because that +1 learning will help us gain, like, text faster. Or we can make better use of your talents. Invented code, helping with scheme secrecy. Yeah, that would have been nice. That would have been nice some time ago. But you know what? This sounds like a great idea. Go and enjoy your strange symbols on parchment. What a great idea. It'll make her happy. It'll make all the women in the court happy, and it'll give, again, women a little boost to diplomacy and learning. That learning is especially helpful for us. So what a great idea. And as I look at the last one over here, just want to say thank you to Aiden Stuckeland for subscribing. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but feel free to correct me if I got it wrong. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. If you are, you know what to do. Hit that like button down below, folks. We have over 70 people watching, but less than 50 likes. If you're enjoying the show, leave a like. It really does help me make decisions on the channel, as I say time and time again, so don't hesitate to do so. And if you're watching the VOD, the same goes to you as well. Don't hesitate to leave a like and a comment down below. Now, the air is thick with anticipation as my rival and vassal, here we go, Count Iziari, approaches me. My lord, I come with grave news, but with a solution to fix this problem. It's become increasingly clear that the Occitans and Basque are becoming more, perhaps even too similar. It's paramount that we show them that it's us, Basque, who are the forefront of innovation. We can host a festival to celebrate our rich Basque culture, gain a lot of prestige. Cultural acceptance decreases. Count Eziari likes me more, but every vassal of that culture likes me less. I could arrange for an exhibit to show off our grandest accomplishments. So what's the big difference over here? Just in how much things change. Or there's no need for us to exercise superiority over other cultures. I'm tempted to say that just because he was... I'm tempted to say that just because it's him. You know what I mean? Just because it's him. Count Taziara, you piece of trash. Like, look, that plus 40 to opinion isn't going to make him like me anymore. We have a negative 100 from our attempt to murder him. We have a negative 60 from just being our rival. Fabricated claim is affecting opinion as well, and he's disappointed in us as well. Go dive off a cliff. Like I care about your opinion. And of course he wants to see it. Like, there's so many things stacked against us. That plus 40 isn't going to make a difference. The only thing that matters is the prestige gain. 350 isn't bad. But of course it will reduce people's opinion of me. It's also, it feels in keeping with our character, because we just had that decision come up where we decided to assert the dominance of Basque culture and try to convert an entire county, right, through said dominance. So perhaps this is one of the rare occasions where I agree with Count Ezeari. He's a rival. I'm arbitrary. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm also cynical. So surely he has ulterior motives. I need a quick drink of water over here. And then we can make a decision on this one. Oh, God, I hate when your rivals come to you with good ideas. I hate when your rivals come to you with good ideas. I'm thinking we take it on. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's host a festival to celebrate our rich Basque culture. It doesn't cost us any money or anything. If there was a gold cost, I might hesitate, but fine. As the last petitioner departs, various courtiers follow them out of the room, having business to attend elsewhere. Others remain, talking amongst themselves about the recent proceedings, and soon the ceremonial formality of the proceedings has dropped away entirely, with the hum and bustle of normal courtly life taking its place. My business here is done. You know what? That worked out perfectly. I said hopefully we can hold court and something will happen to help us balance the situation out, and that's exactly what we got. The barony of Sariniena is now being held by Baron Donato, my steward, my vassal, and my knight. And you know what? Yeah, it's another castle added to our future capital duchy, so not going to complain about that. Looks like Galicia's having a field day over here. I could dive in. I could participate and just get a little bit out of the war over there. Tempting, isn't it? Tempting. What is this? Let's take a look at this first. See how much this will cost and then make a decision about the war. You want to do what? Wants to forge a goblet. Okay. And we have something over here as well. Bacchanalian bonding. Let's take a look at this first. Our king truly is generous, Jadranka. Just taste the spectacular veal cutlets, Ivanka exclaims lyrically. Yes, indeed. Lord Javier is most perceptive, much like this apple tart, Jadranka responds enthusiastically. It seems as if my spending on lavish meals has made a new friendship blossom. I could try and butt in and join for some veal cutlets, but it'll literally give me a mental breakdown. Servants, can't you see they're starving? Bring more pomegranate cakes. No, I don't see the need to. We're already the grandest court in all the world, so I don't need to spend more on it, I don't think. A perceptive apple tart. I know, I love the description. I'm perceptive like an apple tart. I have no idea if that's a compliment. But it would be rude to disturb them while eating, and it would be rude to our coffers to spend money on pomegranate cakes. Leave them be. Leave them be. But yes, let's take a look at this inspiration. A goblet from Maimuna Hasunid. Her skill is merely decent. We rarely get this opportunity, though. I could sponsor it. It only costs 50 gold at first. Sure, I'll sponsor this inspiration. We're a family of artifact crafters, after all, aren't we? So let's go ahead and do that. And let's... don't want to get involved in this war. Oh, you know what? They have another significant number of troops. Very well. I will participate. If only to eliminate this 1500 over here, I will participate. I think it's the right thing to do. I think it's the right thing to do, despite being arbitrary. Raise our troops over here. With our marshal in the right position, we shouldn't take too many losses, right? We should be okay in terms of wealth. And hopefully we can even get a worthwhile prisoner. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, this is my heir. Today I was given grave news. My son and heir, Anso, has fallen ill with pneumonia. The future is uncertain. Death lingers closely by his bedside, yet he might survive. Only God knows. Now, there was a comment in the previous episode's comments that said we should probably even just disinherit him and replace him with our other son, who is the genius, and as tempting, and he's not a hunchback, so we'll get rid of that trait. As tempting as that is, I feel like we've been a line of family men through and through, so it would be unfair to do that to... the only time we've disinherited anybody is because they were born from sin, basically, right? Or so we were told. So it feels unfair to do that arbitrarily. Oh, we are arbitrary. Damn, maybe I should do that. And then we'd be genius. That would end the hunchback line, right? Either way, God might take charge over here and bring an end to Infante Anso in his own way. Pneumonia is not ideal. That is really not ideal. This is an enemy I cannot protect him from. We'll see how that plays out. Okay, this is good enough. Let's go ahead and send the 3,000 down over here. Still making money. We'll move in. We'll intercept. We'll help in this war, gain some war score for them, and maybe gain some prestige and stuff out of it. Yeah, we'll see if he dies first. I'm not sure if I do want to disinherit him is the other thing, you know? Oh, here we go. Court grandeur has dropped a little bit. Oh, here we don't go. Gotta go that way. A name to remember. My beneficiary, Maimuna, approaches me with a thoughtful expression. Is there anyone special to you, my lord? She must read my irritation at such a personal question from my face, because she continues. I mean, is there anyone you wish to dedicate your commissioned artifact to? It is turning out well, but a meaningful inscription would make it feel even more personal. My beloved Ivanka, in memory of Zivana. Oh, that would give me the piety, or there is no need for a dedication. That would give me the piety. Who is Zivana? Was she my previous wife? Oh, she was a genius wife we had. Ivanka's also a genius, though. A possessed genius. We were married for how long? For a year, maybe? She died at 17. I think we were betrothed. She died in a year. This is the last of the piety. How messed up is that, though, right? How do you think my wife would feel? My wife is my lover. Look, we just have to wait a few more months to get the piety by other means, or we could go on a pilgrimage, right? I just feel like, again, I try to avoid min-maxing as much as possible. I just feel like it's such a horrible thing to do to my wife. Yeah, I got this goblet made in dedication to my wife. Oh, thank you. You're such a sweetheart. No. My ex-wife. The dead one. You know what I mean? It just seems like such a terrible move. I am cynical and I am arbitrary. God, playing a bad person is such a trip. I know, I am arbitrary. Oh my God, this is such a horrible thing to do in memory of Zivana. God damn. Who? Okay, hold on. You know what? Actually, let me see. Is it even? No. You know how funny this is? I'm going to hand this off to my son, right? To any one of my sons, and they're going to be like, this isn't even my mom's name on it. Like, this is such a messed up decision. So, in memory of Zivana, it shall be. And I'm going to think about this every time I, like, drink out of a cup for, like, the rest of my life. Oh, my goodness. In memory of Zivana. There's our piety. All right, let's help end this war, and then we'll make that call. So now, more than ever, folks, getting your votes in to the poll up top is absolutely crucial. Which way are we going to take the old faith? Do we leave it as is, becoming a champion of the old ways? Do we make it more fundamentalist, more righteous, or more pluralist? Right now, leaving the faith as is well ahead, but we'll wait until this our assistance in this war is done, and then we'll make our decision. The decision we've been waiting for so very, very long is finally going to happen. And of course, these guys don't move when these guys are arriving. It's only me. It's only me. I want to lead that battle. They've been caught. Fair enough. Move in. At least provide some assistance, right? Speed time up a little bit over here. In we go. Even at the tail end, the cavalry rides in. Sure, I'll take it. I'll take it. Wait, I actually want to see the issues over here. This vassal still hasn't had any children, eh? Wait, where is he? This guy. Still hasn't even remarried. I guess he's melancholic. Maybe that's part of it. Alright, looks like we're going to have to arrange something over here. Do I have anyone else? I need more women in my court. Can I not, like, recruit somebody who's a bit more close to the right age? Isabella's 8. No, I guess not. Arranged marriage. Losing one of my daughters to a nobody seems very unfortunate. Moniabella, quick, 12 years old. In 4 years' time, they'll marry. They'll be 36. Yeah, I guess so. I really don't have any other choice unless I want to lose this this territory and go to war with the Byzantine Empire to take it back. You know what I mean? So very well, Infanta Muniabella, you must do this for your family and for the realm. Can I make it matrilineal? He's going to say no. Of course he will. It will not be matrilineal. This one hurts. Are all my knights married? You could get a wife to court and hope the knight dies and she stays. It's getting kind of risky because he's getting older and older as well. So I can't have a long plot. And I know what you mean when you say hope the knight dies. I do have a lot of useless knights, I suppose. But no, we must use our daughter as a diplomatic token. Very fitting of the times, of course. And so we will send this proposal, hope that she bears him some children, and hope that it works out. Farewell, Muniabella. That's unfortunate. Deceiver can get a guardian as well, so why don't we go ahead and get you someone who is particularly good at intrigue, I suppose, with a name like that. Kind of risky, because it is my future brother-to-be. So I don't know if it's the right call, to be honest. Genius is more important than just having a high stat. So we're going to go ahead and give it to our wife, because she's just better at this. She's just better at this. Go ahead and send the proposal. Is he learning about intrigue? He's not. He's learning... Really? Education? Why would you do that? Because he's curious. So he's better suited for diplomacy and education. Huh. I'm not sure which way to take him. Because I want to take him towards intrigue. It's not like he's opposed to it, but he won't do as well in it. But I think it's more fitting, given his name especially, given who he's marrying, and the circumstances that bore. But before I get into that, really quickly, folks, I love it. Ren and 6X Lord already beating me. Throw up your banners. Throw up the E's if you don't have the banners. Give a warm welcome to our latest channel member, Cosmin Prisakaru. I hope I said that correctly. Feel free to correct me if I got it wrong, buddy. But thank you so much for joining in as a member, as a knight, no less. Makes such a big difference to the channel. Just keeps it all sustainable and possible, alive and running smoothly, as I like to say. So, folks, there we go. Love to see it. Love to see it. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate it greatly. Appreciate it greatly. Infant Deceiver, the evil child genius. Sometimes Crusader Kings is truly great. Yeah, and the name Deceiver, to be clear, I did not pick that name. Our wife suggested that name. So the game provided that name. It's not like, oh, we had no influence on that. So it must be an intrigue focus, right? It must be an intrigue education. Choose that focus, and let's go ahead and send you, yes, to your mother. No, not me. Not me, but to your mother, my wife, my lover, who I just betrayed with that goblet. Send the proposal. Do not convert culture or faith. Yes, good. I think that's just necessary. I can demand payment from Infante Anso. He does not have enough gold. Not yet. Soon enough, though. Soon enough. And what is he up to? Gaining prestige at a decent rate. He spent some recently, it looks like. And making money at an alright rate. Nothing too amazing, but I'll take it. Better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. Let's go ahead and continue to help with this war, because it doesn't seem to be going all that well for our ally. And here is our alliance with Count Tiberius. Excellent. An unfortunate situation, eh? Ah, beautiful. I do love glancing over at chat and just seeing the banners and the E's go up. It is always fun. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Beautiful sight. Munyabella benefits from spouse's tutelage. She is really good. Again, she's a genius, right? She's a genius. County of Albunt gains military presence. Good stuff, good stuff. I do wonder sometimes if I shouldn't consider helping with county control and stuff in certain places. To my surprise, my acquaintance, Countess Paterna, has come to me promising that whatever I need, whatever she can do, she will provide if I ask. What does she get out of this promise? So I get a weak hook on Countess Paterna, and we just like each other more. I mean, that's excellent, because I can then ask her for money. I don't need it immediately, but I can ask her for money. What does she get out of this promise? It's very curious. Very curious. Where is demand payment? A good 50 gold. What else am I going to use it for? She's King Lope II's spy master. The King of Aquitaine. Or sorry, not Aquitaine. Asturias. My bad. Which is a future enemy. Which is a future enemy. How could I use this to my advantage? She's the spy master. She's an important individual in this court. Would Deceiver be the next in line if you disinherit or lose your current heir? Yes, he would be. If so, I'm all for disinheriting him. I mean, again, we are arbitrary. We're still a bit young. We don't have to make... Well, okay, we're not young. We're 38, I guess. We're at our middle age, give or take. So we have some time to make that decision. And I think it's one of those decisions that I'll throw out to the world. Or I just have to mull over a bit more. Because it makes sense. My gut is always to double check to make sure I'm not, like, you know, min-maxing a situation. We would lose a Hunchback as well, though. Just keep that in mind. We would lose a Hunchback. It is hard not to take on Genius and the name Deceiver, right? Ah, it is so cool. It is so very cool. We might have to disinherit our first heir. You have time until you don't. Ain't that the truth? Dom says, I've started playing tall in my own playthroughs, stressing county control and buildings. It's insane how much money... Oh yeah, you can be very wealthy. Playing tall is a very viable option. That's just it. I gotta balance the entertainment for, like, stream. And a lot of folks ask me to, like, do more development stuff. And I try to when I can, but I gotta balance, like... I gotta balance a lot of stuff. Let's put it that way. But no, Timeless Chronicles, you're absolutely right. You have time until you don't. I think we're okay for now. I do need to think about that. Because, again, we are arbitrary. So it's not out of the realm of roleplay at all to do that. Now, what is this? My vassal, Mayor Violent, accosts me. Well met, liege. I've heard tell of your patronage of Maimuna the metalsmith. They say she is forging a goblet worthy of a king. Please, take this and give it to her. I wouldn't want to miss the chance to aid in the creation of a masterpiece. Poor Violent must have more money than she knows what to do with. I guess she does. So I could take it on. It would stress me out because I'm arbitrary. If I'm going to start leaning into arbitrary so much, then I need to start paying attention to that and ignore it, right? Or not ignore it, but make sure I don't ignore it. Sure, I'll make sure she gets it. Absolutely, yeah. It would be perfect if Infante murders the primary heir. Yeah, that would work out nicely, right? That would work out swimmingly. I don't know if the game allows that before the primary heir is in charge. I haven't seen it in Crusader Kings 3, I don't think. I don't think I've seen it in Crusader Kings 3. That guy you married your daughter to was different faith, so you lost piety? God. But I... It's okay. It's okay. Good spot. We can afford... what's it called? A pilgrimage. So it's fine. It's not the end of the world. But good spot. In my head it was like, yeah, they're not coming to my court, so we're fine. But it's not that. It's the marriage itself. God damn. Exactly. I'm not too worried. We can just go on a pilgrimage. Thanks though, just a chat. Thanks for the spot. I did miss that. Oh, you know what? I should know. I should put things under siege so I can get some money. Yeah. Go down here, put it under siege. Maybe fight this army as well. Get some prisoners, get some money. Do what needs doing. You guys are going all the way back up, eh? Alright, speed time up a little bit more. Don't need to go this slowly. Creative freedom. This is ridiculous, Saxo protests. As the keeper of the king's personal collection, I have a responsibility to ensure the quality of your work. You will see it once it's finished, Maimuna retorts. You should leave a woman to her work when she's forging a goblet fit for royalty. I should probably have Saxo ensure its quality. He's done well in the past. He's never done me wrong. He might make a mistake this time, but I have faith in him. He's proven himself before. Saxo will ensure its quality, Maimuna. Oh, it'll be of a lower quality. He has failed us. He has failed us this once. But it looks like one of our counselors has failed us as well. What have we lost? Our marshal. No, he was a good marshal. He was a decent marshal. Ishmaelid, I think, is a better one, actually. 22 marshal. He was once a peasant leader. Put him in charge. He's slightly worse, I think. Our previous marshal had 24% reduction to army maintenance. Commander, Ishmaelid, put you in charge. I need better commanders. I need better commanders. Liz Desu, Losage, Newman Plays, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope I got your name right there. Thank you for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, again, you know what to do. And Sebastian Oswald, you as well. Thanks for subscribing. If you're liking what you're seeing, hit that like button down below and let me know. My son and heir has recovered from pneumonia. Wonderful news. Jesus be praised. How ironic. We're about to abandon our faith, and here we are praising Jesus. God. A little bummed about that. But you know what? If it secures the realm, if it ensures that we don't lose this territory, that would make me very happy. What is this war that's being fought right now? What is this war that's being fought? Duchess Asano. Who are you fighting? Fighting the border raid of Tarragona. Oh, just trying to take money from a neighboring... All this infighting. All this infighting. I could try and stop the war. Demand that she abandons the war. Her willingness is determined by our diplomacy skills, the state of the war, her traits, her opinion of me, and whether she's intimidated or terrified. She is neither intimidated nor terrified. She'd lose opinion of me, and she might ask for something in return. I think I should have this stop. Anything to get in her way. She's married to my rival and all that after all, right? So, yeah, I'll send that demand. She's gonna say no because she hates me, but I will send that demand. Be a fool to not at least try, right? Mr. Zest, how's it going? I've been pretty good. It's been a wild year, but I'm glad you could join in today. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Just don't get ill and die on the pilgrimage. Don't even jinx it, man. To my liege, I have the utmost respect for your wishes, but the die is already cast. I will see this war through to the end. How dare you defy me? No surprise there. We have no love for each other. Sackett, we're very close to it. One more pilgrimage is all it'll take. Once this war is done, we'll be there. My spy master has come to me with grave news. My rival and vassal Count Eziari is plotting to kill me. That vile fiend. Too bad I'm not able to throw him in prison like the previous opportunity. But oh geez, all right, this makes things interesting. So the murder on me has been abandoned. Wow. Wow. What an absolute... How can I not... Why is it still an act of tyranny? He tried to have me killed. He tried to have me killed. No, not... So previously he was scheming to claim my throne. This time it's straight up murder he's scheming. And I still can't throw him in jail? How does that make any sense? Have I got the wrong guy? Oh, man. Oh, man. It should be. I mean, the murder's been abandoned. He was named specifically. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I could check to see. Count Eziari. Nope. No, nothing we can do. Oh, this is the Duchess of Barcelona. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. Unfortunately. Damn, I was really hoping that was our opportunity there. Really hoping that was our opportunity there, but I guess not. Shade Wolf, how's it going, buddy? Glad you could make it. Having a nice Monday, I hope. And Mr. Zest, I played Humankind a little bit, not too recently. Not with the latest DLC, but I think the one before that. I do want to get back into Humankind. It's been a while. They made a lot of great upgrades and changes and updates to the game. And I already like the base game to begin with, and I think it's got massive potential. With the 2 new DLC especially, they're quite quite interesting. So I've been meaning to get back to Humankind for a while, but I knew there was a lot coming down the pipeline with 2 Point Campus, with the Total War Warhammer's Immortal Empires, with the DLC coming for Total War Warhammer, with F1 Manager 2022 releasing later this month as well. There's a lot coming down the pipeline, so just gotta pick and choose when I take Humankind back on. And also, of course, Bannerlord. I've got a Bannerlord playthrough on the channel already, but that also I want to bring back because I'm feeling the hunger again after that 230 episode campaign. God. I will take the Tyranny Masonberry, but perhaps not. I'm less concerned about the Tyranny. I'm more concerned about the uprising that's guaranteed to happen. The rebellion that we'll have to fight, right? We do need better commanders and knights. We absolutely do. Now, what is this? Countess Paterna's friendship. I never expected I would grow as close to Countess Paterna as I have done in the past few years. On multiple occasions, she has proven herself to be a reliable and forthright woman, with only my best interests at heart. It's so rare to find a true friend, I'm still not convinced, or I never want to see her face again. No, it is so rare to find a true friend. She is, again, the spy master of the King of Asturias, so quite helpful to have on hand. It is rare to find a true friend. Good stuff, make more allies. Well, allies, you know what I mean. Billy Chops, we were literally just talking about that, I think, just before you arrived. Glad you can make it today. But I was just talking about how, yeah, us being arbitrary does give us good justification for disinheriting our heir and having Infante Deceiver become the primary heir instead. Bringing that genius forward, getting rid of the Hunchback trait. I've had nothing against the Hunchback trait. I mean, it's caused us trouble, but, you know, we've been a scaly lord in the past. What's wrong with being Hunchback? But that genius is very, very compelling. And we are arbitrary, so disinheriting our first son, our heir, is not out of the realm of possibility, right? Let's go ahead and win this siege over here, get the money, get the loot, and then maybe intercept these guys as well, hopefully, as they try to get out of here. Hopefully. Oh, they're actually trying to get in here. Yeah, you're welcome to join in. I will happily take whatever prisoners you will offer. I'll win this siege as well. Took Sheikh Habib hostage. He is the target of this war. No, ransom you. Again, I don't mind this war going on for longer. I do not want them to end it just now. I want all the money I can get from it. So, apart from the 26 gold I got from occupying Salamanca, I'm going to, yes, ransom you. This is entirely a selfish war. I will ransom you. This war is not over yet. And now we have our battle on hand as well. We do need more good quality commanders and knights, so you're absolutely right. Instructions unclear, can't wait for Bannerlord. Was hoping the Lord of the Rings mod would be out by now. There are a couple of interesting mods that I'm tempted by, but I wouldn't mind doing a base game run either, because 1.8 came out relatively recently. I was waiting for 1.8 to become the main branch, and then I would start a new playthrough. But now we'll see. It's getting closer and closer to the wedding, so things are going to get a bit more packed again. And like I was saying just seconds ago, there's so many other games releasing all around the same time. It's a wild time right now. It's a wild time. The Scaly playthrough went so well. That one died because of other reasons. Shade Wolf, sounds good, buddy. Hope it goes well for you. But thanks for coming through and saying hi still. Appreciate it greatly. And Mr. Zest, oh, it is a long series. It is 230 episodes or so, give or take. It is a long series. It is an eventful series. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Oh, such great stories came from it. Oh, God, I love that Bannerlord playthrough. But let's watch this battle play out now. Still living in the present. Let us destroy this army. Get a few more prisoners, hopefully. There's our ransom. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. How did that work out? Did we already have 100% even without the ransom? Maybe. Because we actually got the ransom accepted seconds before victory was declared. I'll take it. And we actually got a decent bit of prestige as well. So be it. I wouldn't have minded getting the additional prisoners and gold from the battle we were fighting. God knows we put our time in and lost the lives for it as well. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Go ahead and disband this army. And let's go on a pilgrimage, shall we? I see no reason not to. Look at that. We went from being negative like 200 almost to positive 300 in like, what, 30 minutes? We're fine. Yeah, I think it's time to go on a pilgrimage. Prepare for the journey. And is our marriage patrilineal? Oh, you mean... I mean, I guess so. I guess it is, Johnny. You're talking about my real world one, right? Yeah, I guess it is. I guess so. She's planning on taking on my name and stuff, so I guess that's how that works. If I was to translate that into game mechanics. A wizard does a playthrough when he wants it. Precisely. Instructions unclear. Precisely. And it might be because Salamanca was the capital. But they might have had Braganza as well. And so with those two combined, they already had the 100%. Either way, I'm glad I got the ransom money before he got released. Because when you make peace, all the involved prisoners, all the important prisoners get released for free. And I was not about to let that happen. Either way, it is time for our last pilgrimage as a Christian, our chance to see if we truly believe what we think we believe, or am I making a horrible mistake? Prepare for the journey. Which holy site will we visit? Jerusalem is too expensive. Perhaps back to the Vaticano. We've been there a couple of times. That's where our family has been going. It is a family tradition. Clearly we are men of tradition. So the church is in Vaticano, is where we shall go. And Mr. Zest, what is Crusader Kings 3 similar to? You're going to hate my answer, but it's the most similar to Crusader Kings 2. I say that like 20% as a joke, but 80% in all seriousness. There is no other game like Crusader Kings. You are playing a strategy game that spans a massive part of the world, where you can choose to play as any king, any emperor, king, duke, or count. You can be like a small-time count or countess and rise in rank. You can take over territory. You can make plots against other kings and queens to assassinate them, kidnap them, convince them to love you or hate you. And you do whatever it is you want to do, basically, in this sandbox that you've been given. We are playing as Vasconia, but we started as the Duchy of Gasconia and the Duke of Gasconia. We expanded into the Iberian Peninsula. We became a king. We've moved our capital once into the Iberian Peninsula. We'll be moving it again to Zaragoza, where we intend to build this glorious palace fortress. We've attempted to assassinate many people. Again, there's really no way to describe this game other than by describing the entire game. It's all that, and at the same time, it's a role-playing game. You play as a character in a family. When you die, your heir inherits the titles that they are, due to inherit based on historicity and the laws in your realm. And when they inherit, you become them, and you have to deal with all the struggles that comes with, all the vassals who don't like you as much as they liked your father, perhaps, your brothers wanting to assassinate you because they believe they deserve the throne. There's just so much. There's just so much. And I absolutely love it. Crusader Kings 2 changed how I looked at strategy games completely. And I've not been the same since. I know that sounds melodramatic, but legitimately, in all seriousness, like, nothing has come close. One of the formative games for me, in my opinion. But yes, while I go with the Lord, my realm must wait, however long I may be gone. It is time to depart again for one last time to see if we are making a mistake. No worries, Mr. Zest. As you probably were able to hear there, I enjoy describing Crusader Kings to people. It is truly one of my favorite games, Crusader Kings 3. It would be, I do quite love it. I do quite love it. Divided Attention is next, so that we can get closer to Architect, and then we can spend some money on development, hopefully. I wouldn't mind building a temple to our new old faith, right? I would hesitate to call Crusader Kings a strategy game and instead lean further towards RPG. I mean, it is both, isn't it? It is both, because it is a strategy game. You are strategizing, but without the RPG aspects to it. It's like I'd say it's a 50-50 split, but it's more like a 100-100 split, What makes CK3 so different from me is that there is no goals other than those that you set for yourself. Exactly. Even the decisions, you can choose to do them, choose which ones to pursue or not pursue, but they're not really objectives per se. You do what you want to. That's actually why I do not like the mission trees in Europa Universalis 4 and Imperator Rome, rest in peace, Requiescat in pace, I suppose, if I'm being thematic, if I said that correctly. But I don't like mission trees, and I really hope they stop using mission trees because they get rid of some of that sandbox. I love that they didn't do that with Crusader Kings 3. It's still a sandbox. I'm proud to see my son no longer as a child, but as an adult. For the longest time, I was hoping that good tutelage would be enough to teach Ansel the intricacies of administration. All efforts have come to naught, however. Few would be impressed by his understanding of the subject, but he has at least developed a sound grasp on the basics of management and the beginnings of a sensible frugality. They grow up fast. He's a thrifty clerk. That is disappointing. A thrifty clerk, he is simply quick. You know what? This might be the closest I've come to disinheriting him. And it's unfortunate. I gave him the toy boat and everything. I gave him so much. I gave him everything. I gave him everything. Deceiver lurking around the corner, that description of his skills, right? Have I ever tried to restore the Roman Empire? I haven't yet, Alexis, but I have a tangent to that planned with a different kind of a playthrough. I haven't tried that yet, because when the game came out, so many people were trying that. I was like, well, I want to explore other regions and stuff like that. So I haven't done that yet. Someday, perhaps. Someday. Maybe even use mods. Like Surreal Beliefs has a really cool Rome playthrough happening right now with some really cool mods on hand. But definitely on my mind. Ah, boy. He is greedy, yeah. I think we should disinherit him. You can change who would get your spot when you die, yes, Mr. Zest, but there is a cost to it. If I try to disinherit our son, it will cost me prestige and renown, and they're both resources that you use for other things, declaring war, calling allies to battle, all kinds of stuff. Renown is used for, like, it represents how glorious your family is, and you use it to unlock buffs. So there's a cost to it. You know what? With him, yeah, this is the time to do it. He's quick, he's a thrifty clerk, he's greedy. But you're... Oh, this hurts to do. This hurts to do, but Infante Anso, you are not worthy of this throne. You are not worthy of this throne, my son. Look to your brother instead. He's much better than you could ever be. You know that it's never easy for me to make that call. It's never easy. But with him failing his studies, I don't think I had a choice. I don't think I had a choice. If I'm playing an arbitrary individual, it had to be done. It had to be done. Oh, that hurt, man. That hurt to do. Oof. All hail Deceiver. Yes. The heir is dead. Long live the heir. Oh, my goodness. I'm thinking, this session has been such a betrayal of character for me. From getting that goblet with my ex-wife's name inscribed on it, to disinheriting my first son, who I was propping up for so long. My goodness. Out here, late at night, I sometimes look to the stars and wonder, can God even see me this far from home? What am I doing all this for? God would wish me to, of course. A dedicated pilgrim. Okay. Stress me out because I'm cynical. What I truly want is to see foreign lands, or this is all for the sake of appearances. And truly it is all for the sake of appearances, isn't it? Ooh, worldly pilgrim isn't bad. Do I want to see foreign lands? Let's be honest with ourselves. It's for the sake of appearances. Give back the boat. He doesn't deserve it. Now, can I ask him for the boat? I can go to war maybe for the boat. I don't think so, because he's a vassal of mine. Demand payment. he doesn't have enough. 50 gold is what we'd be looking for. Oh man. Gonna be thinking about that for a while. What do we have here? Betrothed can marry. Princess Gudrun of Bavaria and Infante Anso. My son. Yeah, we should let this betrothal go through. It'll make this alliance. They're inferior to us, but they are not weak, though. They're still a powerful ally to have. It is not matrilineal, so we don't have to worry about that. Chance of children is medium. Yeah, sure. We'll send that proposal. That's a strong ally that our heir will have. Son Anso and Gudrun will be joined in holy matrimony. Excellent. You know what? We should actually get our... our deceiver is betrothed to another powerful ally, actually. Italy is no chump, as we very well know. Ooh, now that'll be interesting. Because eventually our children will inherit both the Kingdom of Vasconia as well as the Kingdom of Italy. This inheriting is mandatory until you get out of partition laws. Yeah, I mean, I've fought through them at times. We are fortunate, actually. We are fortunate that as the Basque culture, we have Visigothic codes, which means we were able to get high partition succession laws. That was one of the earliest things we did. Over here, my lord. My beneficiary Maimuna waves me over with a wide grin. I have toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. She presents me with an object wrapped in cloth, and as I lift the fabric, my eyes grow wide. A ceremonial goblet of very fine craftsmanship. It is made of brass with sapphire inserts. Oh, a masterwork pedestal item. Oh my goodness. They said her skill was like middling. Dynasty opinion goes up and court grandeur goes up as well. A masterwork pedestal item. This is lovely. Absolutely lovely. Over to our court, where we shall place the brand new... I do love that we have Orti's skull on display. We need to put, yes, King Javier's goblet up on display. Right over here. Go and take a look at it. What a beauty. That actually does look quite pretty. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do at all. What is our court grandeur, actually? We're ranked 3rd in the world. Oh, that's bad. How did we let that happen? We did reduce our servants and lodgings last time, so maybe I'll look at getting that back up. Money's looking good, but I want to recover our wealth a little bit from this pilgrimage before I rush to start spending more, you know? Yes, indeed. Thank you, dead ex-wife. God. Deceiver rubbing his little chin, thinking, yes, all is planned. It's true. I'm sure Deceiver set his brother up for failure, interrupted him during his studies. I'm finally here, body and soul, at the great Church of Vaticano. As the bishop offers me blessings, I reflect on everything that had to happen for God to bring me here, at this moment in time. A whole lot of walking. What's important is that I am seen and heard here. A determined pilgrim indeed. What's important is that I am seen and heard here. I'm known for dedication to my faith. What a joke. What a joke. Most untrue. I'll wait until we return, and then we bring back the old faith. Stephen Bartlett says, Seeker 3 is such a great game. The way you play highlights the wonderful storytelling in the game. I often have your streams playing in the background while I work, listening as the story unfolds. Thank you so much for the kind words, Stephen. That really does mean a lot. Thank you. It's such a great motivator. But it is such a great game. And as someone who is partial to storytelling, as a big fan of storytelling, it really, I mean, I love getting into that. So I'm glad to see people enjoy that angle very much, because I certainly do. Now, my journey has been a long one, but I have finally come home again. While much remains the same, something has changed in how the priests and bishops treat me. I have undergone the journey of a holy man, and they insist it has changed something about me, whether I can see it myself or not. It is good to be home. It is good to be home. Folks, this is your absolute last chance to get a vote in. We are about to become the champion of the old faith, or perhaps a friend, depending on how we make this decision, of course. So get your votes in. I'm going to give you a couple more seconds. We've already waited for, what, an hour and 40 minutes pretty much. Let's say an hour and 20 minutes. So a few more seconds left for the newcomers to get their votes in. And we make this decision right here, right now. We'll be left with very little prestige. We'll be left with very little piety. But I think it's time. I don't want to wait any longer in case something happens and we lose that piety again because of an error on my part or who knows what else. But I think time's come. I'm gonna have a quick sip of water, and after that's done, we'll make our decision. We've got 109 votes, and right now, Leave the Faith as is leading. Again, Leaving it as is will increase its fervor, will give us 2,000 devotion, and it will make us the champion of the old ways. Regardless of which choice we make, by the way, our nickname will be the Pagan. And of course, we will convert to Era Zarak alongside our close family and vassals. They might convert with us, of course. We could become more fundamentalist. We will no longer be Christian syncretism, but we will become warmongers. Oh, that's fundamentalist. That was my bad earlier. So that would be that would make us warmongers, and of course, the religious attitude would change to fundamentalist. We'd have a spiritual head of faith. Going with righteousness, we would get rid of Christian syncretism as well. We would instead get the sanctity of nature, and we would have a temporal head of faith, and we would be the head of faith. And then, of course, there is the pluralist option, removing Christian syncretism and getting Islamic syncretism instead. Right now, it is looking like keeping things as is going to be the way it goes. I see a couple more votes coming through, so yeah, I'm going to have that promised sip of water as you're voting, as well as you have your hand on the mouse. Maybe hit that like button as well if you've been enjoying the show today. And if you're somehow not subscribed, then maybe consider subscribing too, because if you're here for episode 11, chances are you like what you're seeing on the channel. All right, it's almost time. Alexis coming in with a prediction there. Holy War is incoming in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, probably. Tobzo, audio issues? Yeah. Hopefully refreshing fixed it. Great. Nice number of likes. There we go. Keith, let's see what the decision is. Indeed, I think it's time to pull the trigger. How old is Little Genius? There's still time before the Little Genius is in charge, yes. Partition laws are one thing that do feel forced, really a game mechanic to make things challenging. No, actually, Johnny, the partition laws are historically accurate. The partition laws are historically accurate. The reason why we had East Francia, West Francia, and Lotharingia is because of similar partition laws. The reason why, it's very difficult to write about Frankish history, I would know because I tried to make a video about it. The reason why it's so very difficult is because of so many sort of confederate partitions happening every time a king died, or even at other ranks. But no. The way they do partition in the game, as far as my studies have gone, are fairly accurate. Of course, some things are gamified to make it more fun and enjoyable. But no, that kind of partition is absolutely a thing. Absolutely is. But yeah, we're gonna get a holy war. We're just not gonna be the ones declaring it, though, right? This is not an Islamic faith. No. This is a pagan faith. It's a Euskal faith. Euskal, the ancient native Basque faith, has long incorporated other more transient religions, elements of Celtic paganism, Christianity, Hellenic paganism, and a heavy substrata of their own local myths and beliefs, all swirled together into a syncretic blend. Folks, it is time to end the poll. I think I've given it enough time. I saw those last couple of votes come through, and the winner is leave the faith as is. And so that's what we shall do. We will leave the faith as it is. Perhaps there is another path. My time spent in this latest pilgrimage has shown me that I'm ready to leave the old faith. God was not there for me as I look to the skies. A part of me still holds some place in my heart for my forefathers and tradition, right? And so we're going to hold on to that Christian syncretism. We're going to hold on to that. But everything else, as far as our faith is concerned, is gone. We're taking on Era Zarak and just holding this brief tie to our past. As far as faith is concerned, perhaps there is another path. It is no secret that I've had issues with my Catholic faith. I find it disinteresting, and worse, thoroughly enthralled to powers I have little to no control over. At last, though, I think I found solace with Era Zarak. The rural syncretics of this minor sect have no judgment for me, only giddy excitement at the prospect of becoming something more than local lore keepers. Excitement that perhaps leaves them open to suggestion. So I can say Era Zarak shall be a warrior's faith again, making it more fundamentalist. We can go with harmony with nature is better than harmony with neighbors, making us more righteous, or making the faith more righteous. There are more worthy religions to share traditions with, making us pluralist. Or if I try to force change, am I any less corrupt than Catholicism? I leave the faith as I find it. And again, with 37% of the votes from 114 of you, we have Leave the Faith as It Is winning. And so, yeah, if I try to force change, am I any less corrupt than Catholicism? You leave the faith as you find it. And by the way, it's going to stress us out and give us a mental breakdown. It's going to hurt. Watch, it's going to be like a heresy mental breakdown or something like that, forcing us to change our faith again. Knowing my luck. Overwhelmed by stress. We have a new Sorgina. That is the name of our realm priest. Carlos is our Sorgina with a great learning. Oh my goodness. That's the best I've ever had. And we are now King Javier the Pagan of Vesconia. Oh man. Oh my goodness. That's so weird to finally accomplish. And while that was happening, we had the actual struggle transition to opportunity phase as well. Though, as a reminder, we are now an interloper. Yeah, I had a feeling. Our faith is not actually considered part and parcel of the struggle. Even though it was born with, I guess it wasn't technically born within the struggle. It existed before the struggle by many a century. No worries though, because we can still help conclude it. However, it does mean we do not have access to the struggle clashes and things like that anymore. So, you know, it's come with its costs. It's come with its costs. It is what it is. It's also come with its gains. We've lost the trait Pilgrim. That only makes sense. We're a devoted servant. Now, how many of our family are converting with us? With my decision to convert to Era Zarak, I arranged for a Sorgina to come to my court and conduct the rites. While I don't really believe the drivel that the Sorgina spouts, there were enough political advantages to converting that I knew I needed to do this sooner or later. Regardless of my reasons, I can take comfort in knowing that the majority of my realm stands united under the powers, a true Era Zara realm. At least I have Ximena to guide me. Ximena de la Roya joins my court. I grow closer to forming a friendship with her. Who are you? A wanderer, a deceitful wanderer. I don't know if I trust you. Glory to Marie. There you have it. I'm Era Zahara. I don't know if anyone joined me. Did literally nobody join me in my conversion? My heir did. My son did. My daughters all did. Okay, good stuff. What about my vassals? What about my vassals? Quite a few of them actually did, it looks like. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. What are the chances, timing-wise, just to like cause me heartache? Absolutely, Dom. That is a great suggestion. How did I not think about it? Absolutely. No, they didn't die. They just changed their clothes, Tiki Powers. This is hilarious. The very heartlands of Western Christianity are under siege by infidels. Desperate Christian lords have persuaded His Holiness, Pope Stephanus, to declare his intentions of forging a righteous alliance to expel the heathens in the name of St. George. This could be the beginning of unprecedented Christian aggression. St. Michael, protect us. Christian faiths have now access to crusades. Now, of all times, now, immediately after we become pagan. Of course, man, of course. My goodness, St. Michael, protect us. Alright, it does look like quite a few of our vassals did convert. More on that in a bit. Love to see it. Wickles and Ren and Shadewolf beating me already. Throwing up those E's. Folks, throw up those banners. Throw up those E's and give a warm welcome to our latest Warden, Stephen Bartlett. Thank you so very much for your support for becoming a member. It makes such a big difference. I say it time and time again in keeping the channel alive and running smoothly. It is very appreciated. So thank you so much, buddy. Hope you're enjoying the show. And yes, words are not enough to appreciate my thanks. So thank you very, very much. I appreciate it greatly. Love to see the banners go up. Love the E's. Folks, throw them up. Throw them up. A warm welcome to our newest warden, please. And Keith says it's because you converted to paganism. Isn't that the trigger that happens because they cannot declare crusades at the beginning of the earlier start, and eventually there's the trigger that allows them to do so. Is that a time trigger or is that an event-based trigger? But hey, if it was me, then as Johnny says, I literally triggered the biggest religious conflicts in history. A bold strategy indeed. A bold strategy indeed. I mean, hey, we're fine. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. King Louis of France was taken prisoner by High Chiefess Bothilda of the Isles. Oh, what's going on up over here? I see Bedford is still around, by the way. Just so funny to me. Eastland is still fine as is. Some interesting happenings in the local area. But yeah, okay, so what next? Right, we of course need to celebrate. We of course need to celebrate. We do not have the money for either a hunt or an exotic feast, unfortunately. Perhaps we could ask for some gold then. Our son, I don't think, has enough money to contribute. No, he does not. We could see if... where might one acquire such wealth? I don't think any of these folks have money, and our strong hooks are unfortunately still not like they're not available again yet. Not until next year. Oh, January 5th of next year. Okay, cool. We'll get money soon enough, and then we'll celebrate everything. And it looks like Duchess Asona hates me less, and I don't know why, but that has reduced significantly. Her spouse still despises me, of course, we're rivals, but the Duchess herself doesn't hate me either, so that's good. That's good. Eat the Pope. Yeah, now's the time. Pope leveling his laser sight. Never seen such neat Scandinavia without player intervention. It's actually, yeah, it's done a decent job of keeping relatively clean, right? You got Denmark, you got Yeeland, Jamtaland over here being a bit of a blemish, I suppose. Sweden can come through and finish the job there, I suppose. Malik Mundir has built a castle holding. Acquaintance taken prisoner. Oh, that's just the King of France. This is so funny being so disconnected now from this struggle. We spent a lot of time involved with it, though. I feel like we had our fill. We gained quite a bit of land through those through the conflict. But now, of course, if we try to declare war, it is through regular claims. Oh, Count Hussein. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Once I get 1500 prestige, I am going to help you get that emirate for sure. I forgot about Valencia. Yeah, absolutely. But yes, we have lost access to all of the struggle. What's it called? Casus Belli. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, though, we have quite a few of our vassals have converted. It seemed like quite a few of them have not. Where is vassals? It doesn't say here, does it? To hover over them individually. Catholic. There we go. My son, of course, has converted. Some of these dukes here have converted. Oh no, there it is. There's the mental break. I'll see how many of them I can convince to convert once I deal with this. Let's see. Coming home to roost. As I walk the corridors of my palace, frustrated, many of my courtiers seem to be droning on and on about some problem they're having in Irun. Perhaps it's not even really an issue. It could just be a silly local problem of little consequence, perhaps. Something about the discussion sounds familiar, though. Oh. Was that law not my idea? Is this my fault? Scourge myself for my sins? Maybe a new cloak would make me feel better. Or it's just mindless chatter. Nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. I'm fine. I cannot afford a new cloak, sadly. Prisoner of mine has died in the dungeons. We are in February, which means we are able to now ask... So, oh, actually, can we ransom any of these guys? 10 gold? Honestly, right now, I'll take it. I got a party to host. I got a hunt to do as well. So ransom you. And over to our books and secrets. Over to our vassal here. Tempting to demand her conversion while using the hook, isn't it? But I think I want the money instead. I won't be able to use it again for 5 years. And if I actually, I don't think she'll be able to afford the entire payment. Yeah, she's 5 short. How much are you earning? 3.6 per month? All right, I'll give her 2 months then. I'll give her 2 months. But Ippolita, you are able to pay me 15 gold. Sure, that's the most you can afford. I will take that. She's King Siganolfo's court physician. She was the one who was going to help me assassinate him, but that's when she was both spy master and physician. Either way, I'll take that money. Thank you. Papa Nurgle, how's it going, buddy? Glad you could make it. The Swedes could finish them off. Swoosh kid, you know what's up. You know what's up. Taking a look at chat. Is Vasconian Greece still a thing? Oh, no, yeah, it is. It is very much still there, still standing strong. I don't know how the Byzantine Empire hasn't come in and swallowed it up, but I think it's because the Byzantine Empire is pathetic. That's why. They can't stand against us. Serbia is also not going to try and stand against us. We're like 5 times their strength plus our allies. And that's why they don't dare. They don't dare do anything. Anybody else here have any money they're willing to contribute to the party fund? No? Yeah, I don't think so. All right, all good. A couple months before we can ask our Barcelona about. Ooh, you, hello. All right, I wanted the hook for potential assassination attempt on King Lope II. The potential, right? I don't know if I'll actually pull the trigger on that. All right, fair enough. I suppose we wait until we can use that one strong hook on our vassal, and then we should be able to do the hunt as well as the feast. Because the hunt will cost how much? 133. And we need 200 for a feast? Man. Which one should we do? The feast or the hunt? I think we have to pick one. We're making money at an okay rate, but I think we have to make one. We have an alliance with Duke Arias of Galicia as the new ruler. Fair enough. There's our ransom. Is your wife my sister? Okay, that's why. I was like, why? Where's the connection? It's because they're still related. Feast, I think, right? Oh, is it super hot there right now, Papa Nurgle? Basque to Constantinople. It's tempting, isn't it? Maybe that'll be our secondary goal if we manage to get dominance over here too quickly. Nick Rice, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. If you are, you know what to do. Hit that like button down below. As always, makes a big difference. Just letting me know what people are interested in watching on the channel. The games we play, such as the board game coming up between myself and the friend of ours. To the sensible King Javier Vasconia, salutations, my fine friend. Would you care for a rousing game of chess? The game will begin immediately. If our opponent wins the wager, she gains opinion of us, loses some stress, and I gain some stress. Oh boy. Not enough for a break, but that's rough. If I win, I lose some stress, she gains some, and opinion still goes up. I think I will accept, yes. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's have a game. Why not? Let's hope we win. The beautiful game. Chess. Countess Paterna is already waiting to begin our little chess match, sat waiting with a competitive grimace writ large across her features. We're neck and neck, though neither of us is even close to victory. Look, I may be winning, but if you ask nicely, I'm willing to just let you have this, explains my opponent, voice dripping with kindness and pity. There's more to life than winning at chess. Chess, like war, is all a matter of logistics. It takes a subtle mind to play chess, or I know the rules of chess like the back of my hand. I most certainly do not know the rules of chess. I'd be surprised if I can even identify the pieces. Intrigue is my strength, and I do have the subtle mind it takes to play chess. This is, though, a spy master I'm up against. Not a very good spy master, but a spy master nonetheless. It takes a subtle mind to play chess. Let's see how this plays out. Shade Wolf, you gotta go? Sounds good. Well, thanks for coming through back to lurking. All right, sounds good. Yeah, I don't know how much of a chance I have against this countess, but it takes a subtle mind to play chess. And that's what we have. Our match marches on. Paterna continuing with several well-executed adaptive strategies. Naturally, my techniques cunningly foil my opponent. I'm in the lead for now, though neither of us is even close to victory. Grumbles my opponent. Taking risks like this is going to do you a mischief someday. Innocent whistling. Intrigue is countered by learning. Learning is countered by martial. I mean, that last roll worked for us. Martial is countered by intrigue. My martial is terrible. Innocent whistling it shall be. Our match marches on, Paterna continuing with a few well-worn traditional tactics. Blast it, somehow this woman seems to counter every stratagem I employ. We're neck and neck, though neither of us is even close to victory. Did you know you can learn exactly how someone lies by watching their face during chess? Queries my opponent. Oh, I didn't mean... just a note. More innocent whistling. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Her learning is very high, isn't it? Her learning is 35. I could try using something else to my advantage. A strong sword arm. Her intrigue is terrible, but my martial is worse than her intrigue. And learning is countered by martial. My learning is worse than her martial. Significantly. All I can hope for is best against best, unfortunately. It's all up to the dice gods. More innocent whistling. Our match marches on. Paterna continues with a few well-worn traditional tactics, somehow countering every stratagem I employ. She's starting to win, and either of us might take the match at any moment. God damn it. Do we try and apply our martial mind and hope we come out on top? The difference is smaller, I suppose. Maybe I should have changed tactics sooner. But very well. For our last moves, we'll assign or apply our martial mind. They make us unbeatable. I think we've lost this. Damn it! Count Paterna has won. Howling in bestial triumph, Paterna leaps to her feet. I've lost. My hands slip down to my knees, searching for support. Am I bad at chess? We'll see who wins next time. I lose the match. Okay, I made an enemy. You've made an enemy here today. Opinion drop. Or, well, the better woman won. I lose the match due to her winning score. There's a diplomacy challenge. Oh, if I succeed, she'll agree it was a good game and she'll have an improved opinion of me. Sure, the better woman won. Our stress is very bad, actually. Your opponent makes an obscene gesture and leaves. Wow. It's okay. We're very close friends. That's what friends do, right? Right. I think it's time for a feast as soon as we can afford it because our stress is through the roof and we need a way to de-stress. I also need some more warriors. That's been mentioned a couple times and I keep going like, yes, I should take care of that soon. I think now is the time to take care of it. Our spy master is unmarried. Let's go ahead and find you a spouse. They might not have children, but at least they'll bring home a fighter. Could actually get someone who's old as well. Dude's dying. He's up top, though. What about prowess? I'll busy myself with other matters. 56, 56. I mean, she's on the older side as well, right? So, oh my goodness. It might not be a terrible idea. Make sure matrilineal is checked. So, Ludomil, let's get you in here. 32, even with old age. A prowess of 32. Ludomil, come through. Oh, is she a genius? She's always been too old, though. Ever since we've had her in our court, she's been too old. That's why I didn't rush her marriage. So I'm not too upset about that. Send that proposal back to our court. Let's go ahead and actually filter this. We need only unmarried individuals, unmarried women, so we can bring in bring in warriors. Maimuna, who's the one who made us our goblet. Go ahead and find you a spouse as well. Again, looking for someone with a high prowess. As Manuel Bremondi, I hope I pronounced that correctly, buddy. Thank you very much for coming through with a super chat. You want a clone child? Asturias once, sorry, I do not follow. But do you mean a clone child of our genius deceiver? Because, yes, very much so. I want more geniuses. I wish I was the genius. But thank you very much for that super chat, buddy. I appreciate it greatly. As I say time and time again, really helps support the channel and the streams. It means a great deal. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Oh, I love to see the banners and these go up. Oh my goodness. Like clockwork. Love it. Absolutely love it. Gotta make sure this is matrilineal before I waste my time looking at the wrong thing. What? Oh no, that's relevance. I need prowess. Philip von Ansbach, 35. My goodness. The age of 37. Perhaps I should find a younger wife for him so he can have children. A master hunter too. Emeric, 29. I do believe I have more women in my court. So Emeric, let's go ahead and get you in. Matrilineal marriage, send that proposal. And moment of truth, time to find out that I don't in fact have more women to marry. Oh no, Abda Ismaili. She is 12. Robust. She can wait. We need someone who's like a genius or also robust or something like that. Jadranka, planning on leaving. Don't like that. And of course, our daughters. They're both too young. Jadranka, let's go ahead and find you a spouse. Get that... powerful individual. Oh, he's gone? Out of our grasp? Not willing to marry Jadranka, perhaps? Fair enough. Teodosiu, you then, with your 28, will do. Send that proposal. Alright, cool. So that's all good. But yes, where is Abda? Robust, eh? Why don't we go ahead and find someone who's willing to go matrilineal, who is also robust. Perhaps a similar age. She is 12. These guys are all way too old. Okay. 32 will be, what, 30... Okay, I guess they're not too old. Because 32 will be 30... What, 6 when she's 16? So perhaps it would actually work. The reason why I want robust is because it'll guarantee robust for the next, like, tier for their children. It might upgrade to Amazonian or Herculean. Whereas if I get someone who is Herculean, if it's even an option, which it is, if I get someone who's Herculean, there's a chance of either trait, which means there's a chance of neither trait. However, Herculean is always tempting, isn't it? He's younger too, so more opportunity, I suppose. Ah, very well. Let's do this. Let's take the chance. Let's take the chance. A decent prowess as well, not amazing, but decent enough. Let's go for it. Send the proposal. It's a bit of a risk. It's riskier than going the safe route, obviously, but we'll try it. You're betrothed. You are not betrothed. Taking a look at all of our options here. We have some time before kids need to get married. And what's the situation here? I can demand payments from quite a few people. 50 gold from Infante Anso. Yeah, I will take that. It's a weak hook, but I don't see how else I would use it. The Countess Paterna, not going to use that. Basque Chad of Vasconia, does not have enough gold. And Duchess of Barcelona. Do I ask her for that gold, or do I use that hook for something else to convert her perhaps to our faith? This guy still hasn't had any kids, eh? They're just betrothed. Right, 2 more years before they get married. Okay, so I could convert her using the hook. She will accept. She's a pretty powerful vassal of ours, and that's why I'm wondering if it wouldn't be a good idea to have her join us in our faith. That's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering. Our difference in faith doesn't actually cause us any trouble. In fact, that's what helped our relations. You can see syncretism with faith plus 30. So maybe I just use her for the money instead. Maybe I just use her for her money instead. Insulted me will go down come 947. There's opportunity here. It's just unfortunate that she's married to my rival. Maybe I can turn around and use that hook at some point if I can ever try and kill him again. Maybe. All right, fair enough. For now, go ahead and pay me for your husband's sins, I suppose. I'll use that to host a party. Obligations paid off. Don't worry, it'll be back in, what, 5 years' time, so 949. And maybe we can try killing this guy again. This guy who tried to murder me, and for some reason I still can't throw him in jail despite that. It is what it is, though. Deceiver is likely to get a good education due to my wife's excellent work, as always. Let's go ahead and... Right, so now I should be able to afford both, actually. So a hunt costs us 133, and a feast costs us 200. So we need 333 to do both. Okay, so we still can't afford both. A hunt reduces our stress, though, which is why I'm so, like, almost insistent on doing both. And they obviously make sense in a certain what's it called? Direction, timing-wise. 133 plus 200, that's 333. We are, like, what, 60? We're close. We're actually close to being able to afford that. We're actually close to being able to afford that. Both of them will reduce our stress. Sorry, I was unclear there. Both of them will reduce our stress, but I want to do both, and I just think in terms of the order, one thing makes more sense than the other. By the way, does moving our capital affect cost or anything? It doesn't. I wonder if we should move our capital to Zaragoza as a part of our new old faith and everything. To which note, as Dustin the Light comes through with a super chat asking, I didn't miss the old faith resurrection, did I? Sadly, Dustin the Light, you did. You just barely did if you only just arrived. And I'm sorry if that's the case. But I do see you were there earlier, so hopefully you saw it happen, but it did just happen. Thank you so much, though, for the super chat. I appreciate it greatly. You've heard me say it time and time again. So thank you so very much for the support in so many different ways. It means a great deal, and it helps a great deal as well. Helps a great deal. Freak Show Plays, the day is going fantastically. I have so many wonderful people to share the start of it with. Crusader Kings has treated me well. The day itself is beautiful as well outside. Doing fantastic. Thank you very much for asking. Hope you all are doing great as well. I mean, geez, it's mid-August now. It's been quite the year, I'm sure, for all of us. I hope you all are doing great. Hope you all are doing fantastic. Yeah, do check it out. Dustin Light. I'm gonna move our realm capital. We've been talking about this for so long. I think I'm gonna move our realm capital and then try and convert it as well. Irun, of course, converted with us, which is why maybe I should have moved our capital before we changed our faith. But we've been talking about Zaragoza for so long. I think it's time to do it. And it's a little bit worse off, but we'll work on improving it. We'll work on improving it. Will we? That's actually significantly worse off. We must. We've talked about it so much. Let's move our capital. It goes in keeping with all the changes we're making, right? Even though Irun seems to be a very mountain type of faith, I would say Zaragoza is close enough to these mountains over here. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Go ahead and move. Oh, these big decisions that you can only make once in a lifetime always make my heart stop. But there you go. Zaragoza is now the capital of the Kingdom of Vasconia. We're going to go ahead and call a hunt, sound the horn. We are going to make the remaining money back in no time. I'm not too concerned about that. And then we will host an exotic feast as well. There's the marriage proposal being accepted over here. So Ludamil will be joining us as one of our newest knights, right? And Emeric as well. I can't open. Oh, actually, I should be able to do that. Excellent. There you go. Emeric is one of our champions. One of our knights. Oh, I guess our knights are called champions now because of our new faith. Yes, they are. Champions. Excellent. Ludamil is our best. Emeric comes next. And then there's the Duke of Toulouse, Ishmael himself. We're familiar with him. Guifre. Cool. At least we have a few more decent knights. The two weddings at court will be able to take care of themselves. Sort out your own celebrations. I am saving money for my sons, my heirs' marriage, of course. And there is Teodosu. That's the that's another great warrior. Good stuff. Good stuff. That was a good set of new warriors coming through, I think. Change the fashion too. That one I think will have to wait. I don't know if it costs anything actually. Does it cost anything? Let me check. I can't remember. Oh, you know what? I can't because I no longer have the highest level of fashion at the court. That's why. This is the Herculean folk. Yeah. Fella, I mean, not folk. He's one individual. Yeah, I no longer have the highest level of one sec. The word is escaping my mind. Oh, hey, I'm actually... You know what? I've never checked my court when I've been at an event, but of course, I'm not actually there. That makes perfect sense. Right, we do not have haute couture fashion. Our food is still exotic, but our fashion is not the highest, and so we cannot do the fashion. I think that's the connection, unless they changed it. But here are our hunt events. Wildflowers. What is going on here? Oh, Eziari. Hello. This hunting trip has been less than fruitful so far. Some of our party appears to have given up completely, or are attempting at making the best of a lovely day outside. But what on earth is my rival and vassal Eziari doing? He's crouched down on the ground, humming cheerfully. My lord, look! There are many useful herbs and flowers here. This one can soothe aches, while this one aids in the recovery of a broken thumb, and this one is set to ward off lover's pox. He keeps babbling on and on about the plants he collected, instead of being on the lookout for prey. I could have him get back on his horse. Or, fascinating. What about that flower? No, God, no. My rival, I should have his head right here and now. That's the opportunity I want. And it occurs to me that he shouldn't even be on this hunt with us, because what if he tries to kill us? He already had a plot going. We're absolute fools to have him here with us, this melancholic drunkard that he is. But also, somehow, whole of body. Get back on your horse, Eziari. Get back on your horse, you idiot. So buffoon. Executed for looking at flowers. No, executed for trying to murder me and claim my throne not once but twice. Executed for many reasons. The hunt is drawing to an end. We mount our horses to leave the forest behind as the light fades from the sky. To heed the call of the wild is usually an adventure, and this outing truly delivered both the good and the bad in overabundance. Let us leave this adventure behind for now. The hunt ends, gains some prestige. Not the most eventful, I suppose. Ooh. Era Zahara Exaltation. Many aspiring preachers travel every day to Sorgina Carlos Church seeking guidance from this esteemed priest. Carlos has become famous for his unwavering resolve and fearlessness. Whether it is about hunting down a wild beast or to face heretics and blasphemers, Carlos is always ready and eager to charge his enemies head-on. But is he doing it for Marie or for fame? My Sorgina. Well, let's hope for the best. Oleander? Wait, is that like a murderous herb? Someone in the court is about to die, mark my words. Oh, you think so, Keith? Is that the herb picking he's doing? I hope it's not me. We do have our spy master countering disrupting schemes, so we have that going on. And I need to get to a converting faith, don't I? We don't need piety as much as now anymore. Count Hussein went from Mashriq to Andalusian. Go to Basque. Let's go ahead and convert faith in. How long will it take is the question. Zaragoza. It simply won't happen. It simply won't happen. Well, that's too bad. That's too bad. In that case, I should have him fabricating claims, I guess. Well, because again, if we're gonna go to war, we need claims now. We no longer have the other options. A couple of options here, a couple of claims we already have on hand. Of course, we have a truce with these guys. What about Asturias? If we declare war here, Nuno's claim. Oh, hello, hello. I need to be an emperor before I push somebody else's ducal claim or kingdom level claims, obviously. But that's good to know that I have that. Duke Nuno is 31. We have time yet. Which empire would I aim for? Hispania, I suppose. Oh, we don't have nearly enough counties. That is a lot of work we still have to do. We've done a lot, but there's still a lot to do. Fair enough, fair enough. I need 1,500 prestige for this massive war down over here to get the Emirate of Valencia. 1,500 prestige. Hopefully our feast will help get us there, and it'll speed us along, because that is a nice land grab. The Independence faction has disbanded. Good to see. The Liberty faction is all that remains. My rival is still a part of that. He'll try. He'll try. And we just need 200 gold before we can have our feast. At least stress has gotten a bit better, right? Wiggle sounds good. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. I hope it ends up exactly how you want it to. Thanks for coming through today. Always appreciate your company. Have yourself a beautiful Monday. And if I don't catch you before Friday, a beautiful rest of your week as well. Now might actually be a good time to remind folks, by the way, I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream, but I know people cycle in and out, but just really quickly, folks, next week on Monday, there will actually not be a Crusader Kings stream. We're going to be skipping next week Monday, simply because I am not going to be in the city on time for the stream. I'm actually attending a Rammstein concert on Sunday, the upcoming Sunday. Very excited because they don't often tour North America, and even though they are in North America, they're not coming to Toronto this time. They're going to Montreal, so I'll be in Montreal. We're checking that concert out. It's the first one I've been to in a very long time. I've been to Rammstein concerts I've been to one Rammstein concert before. Just absolutely amazing stuff. This might be my last opportunity to see them live, so I needed to make it out. So going to be going to Montreal. The concert itself is on Sunday, so I'm probably not going to be back home until like late Monday. So there will be no Crusader Kings 3 stream next week, but of course the week after we'll be back on track, back on schedule, and everything will return to normal. Wanted to make sure people knew that was happening, so that you know, you're up to date. And obviously following me on Twitter or joining the Discord are great places to stay up to date with scheduling changes and adjustments and things like that. So just wanted to mention that. I do, Keith, as I understand German as far as Rammstein lyrics are concerned. I've been a huge Rammstein fan since, I would say, middle school, late middle school, early high school, something like that. Absolutely love them, absolutely love them. They are amazing, and their live, oh my god, their live performances are ridiculous. I think everyone in the band is a pyrotechnic, and it shows, So, I'm very excited. I will have fun. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Not often I travel that far for concerts because most people just end up in Toronto. But Rammstein, they haven't often come to North America, and when they do, they typically tour in Canada, at least, like the West Coast or Montreal. And this time, I'm like, we're gonna go. So very excited. It's gonna be a fun drive. Gonna be a fun drive back, and gonna be a fun time. But back on topic over here. Sorry for the digression there, but I thought it'd be good for folks to know what's going on. Don't get my eyebrows burned off. Oh boy, we're going to be very close. But here we go. Lines about legacy. The latest work of my acquaintance, Malik Mundir, has become all the rage at court of late. The piece deals with memory and what we leave behind, and Mundir has publicly dedicated it to me. When memory takes shape. What man does not hope to rest when tired? In glorious memory, with hearts desired. And when their final hours nears, their name lives on the lips of peers. So far I've kept my thoughts to myself, but the buzz has grown too dramatic to ignore for much longer. You know, that actually seems like quite a positive bit of poetry. I can see this is truly heartfelt. Thank you, Mundir. Why is our piety dropping, though? What is causing this? It's because we're arbitrary, and it's a sin in our faith. That's why it's dropping. It's okay. I'm sure we'll have an opportunity to counteract that piety drop. Oh, hey, I can introduce a new fashion. Huh, interesting. Why was I so thrown off? Weird. Okay, my bad. We'll do that too after the feast, though. After the feast, we'll introduce a new fashion. Are we able to? We can go on a pilgrimage. Costs 80 gold. We can't do it because we did one recently, even though it was for a different faith. But we'll find ways to keep our piety up. We can also found a holy order, though of course it costs a fair bit of piety and money. So I do want to work towards that because, well, simply because it's really cool. We'll get there. We'll get there. For sure. Ooh. Looks like the stream was struggling for a second there. But hopefully we're back now. Looks like we're back. If you're seeing trouble still, just hit refresh and you should be good. But Papa, shoot it right over. I'll try and check it out. Today's a bit of a crazy day because I got the stream, then I have a phone call, then I want to record tomorrow's episode of Total War Warhammer, then I got to record something else that I can't talk about just yet, and then we got to do wedding stuff. So I might not see it today. This is why I've been so kind of AWOL lately as far as the Discord is concerned. It's been just absolutely crazy, especially with the wedding right around the corner now, less than a month and a half. But send it over. I'm always open to more music coming my way. I'm always open to wider tastes, for sure. Tag me even. Just a bit of a dip, but back now. Okay, good. Yeah, sorry about that. That was weird. What are the new holy sites? There are a couple. They're all in the Iberian Peninsula. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek at the sites. So there's one down over here at Cordoba, and there's one at Santiago. We have all the others up over here. Well, there's just the two that we don't. So Vizcaya we have, giving us a coastal advantage. Oh, nice. Okay. And Bordeaux we have. All Fededunac. What? What is Fededunac? Fededunac. Not sure what. Are those just followers of the faith, I guess? Either way, that gives us control growth plus 50%. Not bad. But yeah, a couple others that we need and that we will be getting. Don't worry, for sure. We'll be getting for sure. I need that feast though. Stress is still very high, and if we have another breakdown, it's just gonna keep getting worse and worse, right? I'm trying to figure out. Apart from the feasts and hunts and stuff helping us with our prestige, I'm trying to figure out what else we can do. Of course, going to war is a good way to help. Or to gain. Oh, you know what? This was a mistake. I didn't actually unassign Buddy here. 8 years it'll take to complete out over there. 3 years down over here. Okay. 5 years here. So we can convert the faith in some places, which is promising. But let's go ahead for now. Get our Sorgina over here fabricating claims at Molina, because we have. Yep, we have a claim, or we have a claimant already to Kunka, so that's fine. We have a claimant down over here. Oh, you know what? Actually, I should probably. Can I go to war with you? No. Let's get you over here. Actually, just because it's one holding, we can very quickly wipe them out and take their territory. Not having access to some of those struggle castle spells is going to be interesting. Cordoba? Well, yeah, I've been calling it Cordoba for so very long because of the way the game's got it named for now. Cordoba. Is that right? Is that closer? Sounds like a... Sorry, what sounds like a sneeze? Convert the county with the holy sites. Whoops, not the one I wanted to click. That one. You mean these guys over here? I wonder if I can. My thing about the claims is because some of our wars are going to be much more expensive. Like the 1500 one that I want to declare over here, but that'll take some time to get to. I could use that time to develop our home, spend the money on development instead, as we've been talking about. We're going to get architects soon as well. Convert faith. 30 years it'll take. 30 years. And that's with a good Sorgina. 18's not bad at all. It's excellent, in fact, the game says. Yikes. Converting faith is... Oh, Fede whatever, Keith? I forget now. Yeah, that's kind of rough, I'm not going to lie. Converting all these people is going to be rough. Ooh. Catching thieves of myth. You picked the wrong castle, fool, screams my marshal as he threatens the frightened intruder with a sword. Under further pressure from my marshal, the young man explains that he's part of a large criminal organization originating from the kingdom of Asturias and commanded by the dreaded Ordoño, the king of thieves. So you're trying to set up a new thieves guild right under my nose, eh? I ask, to which the thief merely nods. He is willing to exchange further information for his life. Enrique? I think? Tell me where your accomplices hide and you may yet live. Increases control across many of our counties, which is probably for the better, because it'll help with our, like... yes, it's not a bad idea, actually. Control right now is hurting our gains rather significantly, our both financial and military gains. Your Thieves Guild sounds taxable. The County of Zaragoza gains a Thieves Guild. I don't... Tempting, right? Tempting, but not worth it, I think. Work for me, disrupt the Kingdom of Asturias. No, not necessary. Or I will gift your severed head to King Lope. No. Tell me where your accomplices hide, and you may yet live. He will join my court. He's not the best at really much of anything. An all-right intrigue, I suppose. Paranoid, shy. Not deceptive or anything. So, sure. Tell me where your accomplices hide. Improve our homes. And if you're talking about our coast, you mean this fighting over here? It's just some infighting going on. Not sure between who and who, but... Oh. Attacking Infante Alfonso in the war against the tyranny of Infante Alfonso. Seems as though my brother here is being deemed a tyrant. It's okay, I'm sure he'll come out on top. But it's not a realm issue. Munia Bella comes of age. I'm proud to see my daughter no longer as a child, but as an adult. With sufficient tutelage, even a child that has displayed little natural inclination towards warfare, such as Munia Bella, can come to truly understand it. She has shown great aptitude both in battle tactics and the management of armies. It is a shame that she will never command armies. They grow up so fast. See? See, that's what it means to learn. And so, why couldn't you? Thrifty clerk, disappoint me. Another prisoner of mine has died in the dungeons. That's the thing about war, it just feels like another opportunity to make money, eh? Let's go ahead and get this betrothal to go through. I don't care for the alliance. This is really about having kids and maintaining control of the realm over here. Excellent. My daughter is getting married. Should probably throw a party for that, shouldn't I? Damn it. Damn it. Basque Chad still doesn't have enough money to pay us the whole lot. And Eliza over here can get a guardian. Oh, it just happened. Good, I thought I missed it. What are you like? What are you like? Bossy. Martial and stewardship. Her stewardship's okay. Her again, like she's learning martial already, and it's unfortunate because yeah, she won't really ever be able to use that. I could try. You know, your sister was the warrior type. What if you are more of a steward? Choose that as your focus, and let's go ahead and educate you. Not ourselves, of course, but our wife instead. The genius that she is should take charge. Actually, you know what? Stewardship. Judith, I'll trust you. She's also a genius, and she's also got high stewardship. So those two things combined will help Eliza here be a much better steward herself. Yeah, we can do the feast. Do we do the feast, or do we host a wedding? Feast. This was a marriage of for political purposes. I'm sorry, Munia Bella. I love you so, but this was a purely political marriage. And not even, you know, welcoming someone into our court. So that money will go to a feast instead to celebrate the return of the old faith with that hunted heart, I imagine, we brought back. host an exotic feast. It'll take basically all of our money, but we'll be okay. Send the invitations. It's time to party. Reduce our stress. We're still at stress level 1. I gotta find a way to reduce it even further. We're not off the hook yet. The guests are gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from the near and far reaches of the realm. The mood is bright and spirits are high as the feast begins. Watch, somebody's gonna throw up on me and hurt my prestige or something like that. Who did not show up? My rival. Everybody else is here. Everybody else is here. The only one who is not is my rival. Queen Ivanka, let me speak to you about your faith. Excellent. She will convert. Collateral damage. Here it is. Of course. Of course. I've barely managed to sit down at my seat when I hear a howl emanating from Mayor Yaropolk, who, by the way, hates me, so I believe this is intentional. It would seem he and Mayor Montefeltrano have really gotten into it, as Yaropolk is receiving a proper manhandling from Montefeltrano. Too late I realize their martial dance has paved its way straight to the Vasconia Chronicles. I motion for my guards to separate the two, hissing and clawing at each other. The duo is presented in front of me, all the while throwing blame on one another for starting the fight. I blame Yaropolk. Why will you let him provoke you, Mayor Yaropolk? He will pay us 20 gold. Rightfully belongs to us. The Vasconia Chronicles are an important part of our family history. I am exceedingly upset. Muña de Vasconia, will you convert as well? Queen Ivanka has converted, excellent. Seems as though my sister will accept. Good stuff, good stuff. Who else? Duke Nuno, perhaps? Or is he already... He's already Era Zahara. Great, great. So is the Baron there. This mayor as well. Quite a few actually. That's great. Our conversion went quite well, I would say. And Johnny coming through with a super sticker. Thank you very much, Johnny. Appreciate it greatly. I will make sure to put that to good use and get myself a good hot cup of tea after the stream. Thank you very much, buddy. You heard me say it earlier as well. Really helps support the stream and the channel, so it means a great deal. Thank you very much, bud. Thank you very, very much. Also, that pear is just absolutely adorable. And of course, disaster strikes. My lord, the wine. We cracked open the next barrel. It's gone bad. It's all gone bad. The feast is still raging, but without drink, the mood is sure to dwindle at a cruel pace. We do not have enough money for the wine merchant, and so we all have to pitch in. Come on now. Hurts our prestige, as predicted, because that's my luck, folks. That's my luck, ladies and gentlemen. The feasting continues. The hook fabrication continues as well. It'll actually be done soon. I hope I'm able to afford it when the time comes. And our guests depart until next time. You know what? That's not bad. Decent bit of prestige gained. Eager reveler as well. Good stuff. Feast ends. Good stuff. Not too bad. A little dangerous because it can result in our... Thank you. It can result in us becoming drunkards and becoming obese and dying from that, as we have experienced. But hopefully none of that happens. The Duke of Basque can be imprisoned. Baron Mukhtar can be imprisoned, but our own rival can't. What justice is this? What justice is this? Am I willing to fight a rebellion right now? It may incite the Liberty faction to revolt. They're nowhere near as strong as me. I would take the tyranny, so a lot of our vassals would be upset at us, because tyranny causes a negative opinion across the board. But for far too long, he's held on to these territories, and I just let him. His kids no longer hate me, so there's that. That's strange. They used to absolutely despise me, because I tried to kill their father. Which I could try to do again. Let's see something here. So 5% is what it says right now. His, oh right, I don't have that strong hook on his wife right now. We won't until 4 years from now, I believe. Yeah, alright, I can wait that long. 3 years, really, and a bit. Or perhaps not. Damn it. Daniel Spencer, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. If you are, you know what to do. Let me know by hitting that like button down below. As always, makes a big difference. Just letting me know what people like on the channel. All right, well, so it looks like I'm glad we used our hook before it ran out. We have another hook available, or another secret available at least. Where are we? Come on. Disputed heritage. Duchess Asona's son. is almost certainly Mayor Nuno's illegitimate child. That is another opportunity for a strong hook. I will absolutely blackmail you with it. 100% chance she will accept. This has actually worked out very nicely. Yeah, Keith, exactly. The kids don't hate me anymore. Time to kill their dad. Remind them why they hated me in the first place. Let's send this blackmail over. And it should go over well. Beautiful. There is our strong hook. Okay, this has actually worked out beautifully for us, because we went from needing to wait 4 years to being able to pull the trigger right now on this. So here's what I'm thinking, right? If I try to murder this fool, because I don't mind his kids getting a hold of their territory. They like me, right? He's my rival. That's my problem. I don't mind having vassals in my capital duchy. But let's see. If I try to murder him, do I murder him or do I imprison him and take his titles? That's one question, because I have 2 more spots available, and he has 3 titles, it seems. I think he took one of these by force. Alto Aragon, I think, was with somebody else. But this is 5% right now, right? Affected because he knows I tried to kill him before. That's 5%. If I get my Spy Master supporting schemes, and my wife is supporting intrigue already, if I try to kill you, that's 16%. Kids don't hate me. Time to refresh that tab. Yeah, exactly. Sounds good, Papa Nurgle. Well, thanks for coming through today, bud. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. And I'll keep my eyes peeled for the music recommendation. Yeah, maybe I should imprison him instead. It would still be tyranny. No, imprison would... damn it. Imprison would trigger a rebellion. I could try and imprison his son, so that when the titles pass to him, I'll be able to like extort him, basically. People will be upset at me. 16 opinion is no small deal, right? And then we'll kill him. So killing him will pass his titles on to his heir, who will be in our jail, and then we can revoke his titles while he's in jail and unable to do anything about it. 58% though. That is a very low chance of success, I'll be honest. On decline, what happens? He just leaves the Count Belasco's court. Fair enough. It's a long con, right? 58% chance. My intrigue, his opinion of me, and of course personality. Send him a gift to make him easier to imprison. 75 gold, not a chance. I could try swaying him. 12 months it'll take. Throw him in jail. I don't know why him liking me more makes it easier to do. But then yes, exactly, Dom. Imprison the son, then murder the father. Oh, here we go. Our claim on the sheikhdom of Al-Urqub has borne fruit. See it done. 66 gold it'll cost. That's not too much. We can go to war right away. They have some allies, Valencia and Kalat Rabah. I'm sure we'll be able to take them on. See it done. Yes, it's expensive, but it's a way to gain prestige as well, isn't it? Ooh. Duke Nuno has arrived in Zaragoza to pay homage. He brings rich gifts worthy of my majesty as a token of his goodwill and servitude. 50 gold. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Duke Nuno, you are always welcome. Excellent. He kneels in deference as attendants bring forth his gifts of coin and precious objects. The oath is taken and scribes record his pledges to serve the kingdom of Vasconia. Oh. As Duke Nuno stands, he stumbles awkwardly. The court gasps in unison as he falls, ending sprawled at my feet, cheeks flushed with embarrassment. Sorry. Your oaths are all that matter to me, I can say. I'll gain that 150 prestige and the 50 gold. Or what a shambles, I can say. He gains the nickname the Stumbler, costing him prestige, losing opinion of me. Otherwise, it's all the same. We are arbitrary, but come on now. He is a friend, he is a cousin, and he came bearing gifts. I would not dissuade him from doing that again. Your oaths are all that matter to me. I might be arbitrary, but I know that he's a source of money for me, and he might still be in the future yet, right? So, let's be smart about who we offend. My claims to all your land, your 3,000 soldiers against my potential 18k. A cost of 78 prestige is not too bad. Of course, there's the cost of the war itself as well. And we're doing this to wait until what? Wait until we sway that kid for at least one round. Let's declare the war. Let's do it. Who are your allies? Yeah, we'll be fine. Hopefully they won't join. But they probably will. God, I love this music. Alright. Down we go to here. Just keep our distance a little bit. Raise all here, and we'll move in and make quick work of them. Hopefully before their allies even arrive. Let's make sure our wife, by the way, is helping with our intelligence, for lack of a better word. And let's get our marshal organizing the army still, I think. Yeah, just keeping maintenance down. I realize she's supposed to be helping with patronage at all times because it accelerates the rate of us gaining this. City planning will happen in 14 years. If she is doing anything else, court intrigue, for example, it's 18 years. So we need her to help us speed this up, and that way we can start building prayer halls, I guess. Prayer halls, shrines, all sorts of good stuff. But yes, to war we go. Exactly, Esteban. I might be arbitrary, but on the other hand, I'm arbitrary. His titles will be split between multiple heirs, though, right? Ah, that is a good point. That is a good point. Which titles will go where? Do I need to imprison both of his kids? Where is the County of Subrabe? I'm trying to remember where I might be able to check. Let's see. So this will go to Garindo. Okay. Then this will go to Garindo as well. And this will go to Lope. Okay, so 2 of them will go to Garindo, and 1 will go to Lope, because he only has so many titles, I suppose, and depending on his partition laws. So you're right, but at least we'll have more of this territory rather than less. So we'll be okay. 5,400 is enough, I think. Let's go ahead and march. We don't need to spend any more money than we're already spending on this war. Head on down, and put who in charge? Ishmael. Oh, this guy's fine too. This guy's better. And it is time to get Architect. And that'll further reduce construction cost and time, hopefully allowing us to actually develop our home as we wait to declare some of those bigger wars, right? I'm wondering if I switch to learning next. Might not be a bad idea to switch to learning, and we could get here Geld and then switch to learning and work towards whole of body and try and survive for as long as we can. Never a bad idea, right? Nice to live. As I remember, there's a perk in the martial lifestyle that makes Casus Belli cheaper. Might be worth to unlock. That's a good point as well, just to chat. Maybe I should consider that. Oh, what? How? I guess they've got defensive buildings here. Don't tell me the chances are even. It's too late now. We're locked into this movement. So that's a little unfortunate. I should hope we come out on top. We outnumber them significantly. There we go. Our advantage is significantly better as well. We're doing well. Our knights are also much better than they've ever been in the past. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, no trouble here. We've got this one. We've got this one. There it is. We could do the cheaper Casus Belli because it's in keeping with our future to come, right? Sakaliba settlers. A band of several hundred pale-skinned Sakaliba, enslaved men and women from the eastern reaches of Europe, have escaped the realm of my acquaintance Malik Mundir. Talk as he may about how treasured they were in his armies and his harem, they have braved many dangers to seek freedom in my land. We all have scars, their leader, Vasilisa tells me, on our bodies or deep inside, but we are strong and determined. We long for some land of our own, where we can speak our ancestral tongue. If you let us settle in the city of Blay, we would work hard to make it prosper. Might not be a terrible idea. She's all right. It's all right. Ashari and Russian. Make her mayor in the county of Bordeaux. No, the city of Blay. I believe that is in Bordeaux, though, isn't it? Making her a mayor isn't the end of the world. Currently being held by Yaropolk. You know what? He hates me. He hates me, and so, yes, I could even make you mayor. Absolutely. And this will give us holding tax increase and defender advantage as well, not that that's very important. And Malik Mundir, we're going to be going to war with him soon anyway, right? As soon as we have enough prestige for it. I could even make you mayor. Beautiful. Yaropolk is now a nobody. That's what you get for not liking me, I suppose. War over here should be won relatively easily. 7 months until this siege is done, and that should be it. DC, how's it going, buddy? Glad you could come through. No such thing as late, right? Even though there's only like 15 or so minutes left today. I'm glad you could make it. The VOD will always be there as well. You gotta go. Sounds good, Keith. Thanks for coming through. And yeah, on Friday we'll still be streaming this Friday Disco Elysium, and then yes, nothing next week Monday. But thank you for coming through, Keith. Hope you had a good time today. Have yourself a wonderful rest of the day and week. If I don't catch you until Friday, and enjoy that meal. Have a beautiful day, bud. Thank you. What are we looking over here? The current situation. Everything is fine. Everything's fine. Nothing too ridiculous. This realm will still lose land when the vassal dies. Come on, daughter, get to work. Ooh. This does make it harder. This does reduce her fertility, I believe. But, or not her fertility, but her chances of actually getting pregnant. But hopefully that... oh, man. I should have double-checked before I made such an important decision, relatively speaking. Come on now. Take the fort. This is not too expensive, so at least there's that. These guys are coming back for another walloping, it looks like. Give me this victory. There's our victory. I could call the war right here, right now. But truth be told, I wouldn't mind fighting these guys and getting some more, maybe ransom money or something, right? What is affecting our war score right now? No prisoners are affecting it? Alright, cool. Can we ransom you for 10 gold? I'll do it. We'll see what other prisoners we got. We got 3 more, right? And let them come. Let them fight. If I can take that shake, that would be amazing. Come through. Here we are. Yeah. Come at me. There's a ransom accepted. Ooh, another inspired person. In a moment. First to our prisoners. These guys are in the middle of a battle, I guess, is why I can't do much with them. Fair enough. Keep this fight going. We're going to win it, no doubt there. But if I can just get the enemy commander. Actually, I wouldn't mind. He is a sheikh, unfortunately. But I wouldn't mind actually having him as our own commander. Jeez. Ooh. Oh. Have you heard the one about the king and the launderer, my lord? It goes like this, my jester Obeko muses happily. My face is flushed and tears of laughter are running down my cheeks. Where does he get all the jokes from? He's hilarious. Perhaps it's time to get back to work, lest I die from laughter. So I could say, go on, tell it. There's a 1% chance I die. But it would reduce our stress so much. It would reduce our stress so much. A 1% chance I die. Right? 1%. What are the chances? Literally 1%. We should be fine, right? We should be fine, right? Knowing my luck, I know. Oh boy. I think I'd kick myself if I didn't at least try. Look death in the face and laugh. Go on. Tell it. Oh, thank God. That could have gone very differently. That could have gone very differently. Go ahead and ransom. No acceptance there. Let's see if we got any ransom opportunities here. Man, that my heart was in my throat for that. Ransom you. Yep. Couple more people, it looks like. We're able to pull back. And then, yes, we will end this war, of course. We are victorious. Just to make sure I make as much money as I can over here. Come back, come back, come back. I don't know if that will open up any other options. There we go. It will. Excellent. Ransom you. Can't afford the whole fee. What about you? Different person? Same person. Ooh, do I prefer to keep either of them? Not really. Ransom you for now. The other one stays until they have enough money. Or I can just hold on to them both. 2 gold apiece, 4 total. Sure, I'll hold on to them. Alright, this war is done. This army can be disbanded, of course. Good stuff, and wonderful stuff. Enforce our demands. New territory has been gained. Beautiful. Heartless, he calls me. Heartless. So be it. Nice, not too bad. Prestige is almost at 1k, right? At 1500 we can declare that massive war. At 1500 we can declare that massive war, so it's not that far away. Money's looking good as well. We do have this inspired individual too. Wants to forge a crown. Berenguela. She's considered a master by her peers. I will sponsor this inspiration, absolutely. A master. I will undoubtedly sponsor that. Hopefully she's not also a crook. We'll find out, I suppose. We'll find out. But all right, great. That's great. That's great. I mean, again, it ate up some of our funds, but it is what it is. And there's a court event as well. What do we have? Under-equipped. My brother-in-law and myself. I'm enjoying a rare, quiet moment between councils when Simon pulls me aside. My liege, he begins carefully. As your champion, I am proud to represent you. But this is ridiculous. He half unsheathes his blade from his scabbard, drawing attention to its many nicks and pits. I can't be expected to do my job with this clumsy bar. Surely quality is everything when it comes to acting on the king's behalf. My best men need quality arms, or go to the armory like everyone else. Let's see. Good quality weapon of Simon's choosing will be forged for him. Simon, you are my brother-in-law. We get along well enough. He's my personal champion as well. It is expensive, 90 gold, which means we'll be in debt for a little bit. We will recover quickly enough. We make decent money. Esteban says, so I learned today, thanks to the stream, that the Spanish term for slave, esclavo, and the term for Slav, eslavo, are similar because, indeed, slave comes from the medieval Latin sclavus, which means slave, which comes from a late Latin sclavus, a Slav, which in turn comes from the Greek sklavos, which means a Slav. Wait, what? As does the term sakaliba. Oh, so sakaliba is Slav? Oh, okay, interesting. Huh. Interesting. And Ren's, Dom says you can marry her to another powerful knight. Sorry. Who? Where? What? Marry who? And Ren says, one of my favorite deaths I saw was a blind person who tripped and fell to his death. Oh, no. Yeah, there's a lot of secret possibilities in this game that you will sometimes literally stumble into. Yeah, my best men need quality arms. He is literally my personal champion. I must make sure he can protect me, right? Yes, it costs us money, but it's worse if we die. He has gained Simon's mace, giving +2 to prowess. That's not bad. And yes, it's expensive, but 10 months it'll take for us to get that money back. That's nothing. That's nothing. Countess Paterna. Now here's the thing. Do I want to use that hook for money or to attack the Kingdom of Asturias? What use do I have of murdering this man or imprisoning him or any other such thing, right? What use do I have of that? My lord, the work on your precious artifact is proceeding well. My beneficiary, Berenguela, seems in a very good mood today. I'm not making any promises, but if I manage to produce a true masterpiece, what idea would you like to guide my hand? To make every ruler jealous of me? To impress my vassals? To impress my whole court? Or whatever? We should be the envy of the world, I think, no? Oh, you're saying marry her to another, yes, to another powerful knight. That's a good point. Good call, good call. Impress my vassals? I have always struggled with rivalries in my court. And perhaps it wouldn't be a bad idea to protect at least my son from that same hatred. Cynicism says whatever. Oh, okay. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, actually. We don't often tap into our cynicism. So yeah, you know what? Whatever. Do as you please. I like that. Good call. I like that, actually. Ooh. Hello. I'm glad I kept the filter on. He's 55. Oh, she's 40. They won't have children. But, that's not a very good prowess. Turn the filter off. Search by prowess. We need more knights, right? Silosh is still the 29. It's pretty solid. 23 on Dat prowess. 20 on Berg Thor over here. Let's go ahead and get ooh, decent marshal as well, actually. Sure, let's get Buddy over here. He's a bit of a lunatic. That's a high marshal. He might be a decent commander as well. So Berg Thor Vis, bring you in. A matrilineal marriage, please. And yeah, they might all be lunatics, but I'm sure they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Dude's a berserker as well. Could use one of those in our armies. But yeah, so the next... Oh no, a misunderstanding. It seems that my diplomatic overtures towards Garindo have caused a major misunderstanding. I have received a letter which makes it clear that he thinks I am pursuing a different goal entirely. I cannot grant you toll exemptions, no matter how much trade you promise. I do not need to read on to get the point. Damn it. Rather than increase my chances of imprisoning him, I have hurt them. Damn it. I mean, it's still 53%. At least it hasn't changed the chance of success. So I guess our moving forward, I guess our plans are to imprison this kid, murder his dad, which with the... Oh, hello. A lot of agents are willing. With the help of our spouse, that could be even higher. Once he's dead, these two pass down to Garindo, who will be in my jail cells, hopefully, and then I can ask him to revoke, to hand those titles over to me, and then we get those titles for ourselves. I think that's our immediate plan internally. Externally, I think our plan is to, yes, accrue that 1500 prestige, go on this massive war, and hurt Al-Andalus. Seems good to me. But folks, that and more for next time. This is where we're going to go ahead and call it a session. We're at that 3-hour mark roughly. I don't want to start anything that'll take us, I don't want to interrupt anything. This is a nice pause point, I feel. So this is what we're going to call it. Folks, just again, as a quick reminder, if you had a good time, don't hesitate to hit that like button on your way out. And also, as a quick reminder, don't hesitate to join the Discord or follow me on Twitter. Links to both are in the description down below, or !social in chat. We'll bring them up as well. Those are great places to stay up to date with things like scheduling changes and life in general. They're also great places to hang out with a bunch of fantastic folks. On the topic of scheduling changes, again, a reminder that next week there will not be a Crusader Kings 3 stream because I will not be in the city. Friday, there will be a Disco Elysium stream still. Then Monday, no stream. Friday, back to Disco Elysium. And then the Monday after, we're back with Crusader Kings 3. Just want to make sure that message got out there. And again, I will be updating folks through Discord and the Twitter as well when the time draws nearer. But folks, I hope you had a good time today. I absolutely did. There we go, Ren bringing up the Twitter and Discord link in chat. Thank you very much, Ren. Feel free to follow me on Twitter and join the Discord. It is a fantastic place. Lots of folks playing Crusader Kings and other Paradox games, as well as the Total War games and everything else you see on this channel and more besides. And I assure you, it is one of the most wonderful communities to ever grace the internet. Folks, I hope you enjoyed today. Again, I most certainly did. It was a wonderful time. I want to give a massive thanks to all of our super chatters today, as well as our new members. I say it all the time. It makes such a big difference. And of course, no session is truly done until I have a chance to give a massive thanks to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel month after month, year after year. So thank you so very much for all that support. It keeps us alive and running smoothly, as I like to say. And of course, I have to update this with the 2 new members that have joined us today. A big thanks to our super chatters today as well. Again, like I say, it makes all these streams much more viable and it makes them possible. So thank you so much. And of course, a big old thanks to each and every one of you for watching, whether you're watching live or you're watching the VODs. Again, I say this all the time. Without each and every one of you, this channel would not be a thing, and so none of this would be happening. So thank you all so very, very much. The stream was a lot of fun. It was a lot more focused. I'm glad we were able to pull off bringing back the old faith. It's a little unfortunate that we aren't still involved in the struggle, but I kind of saw that coming. That concern was very much there. But we'll deal with it just fine because we can still assert our dominance. But yeah, this was a good eventful stream. We got a lot done. I will definitely, Instructors Unclear, enjoy the concert. I'll share pictures and stuff on Twitter as well while I get there. This is my first time actually going to Montreal too, so there's that. But I'll definitely share pictures and things like that as well. But folks, hopefully I'll catch you this Friday on the Disco Elysium stream. Don't forget there's a new Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires episode that released earlier today. So if you're interested in that and you haven't checked it out yet, that is on the channel right now too. I'll catch you in the comments there or in the comments of the other videos that are releasing this week. I will catch you hopefully on Friday, or maybe I'll catch you week after next when we're back with Crusader Kings 3. But until I catch you folks, goodbye and cheers.